Niners! I got to tell you, it really works the abs. Since I've done this, I've had a six-pack without working real hard. Celebration is in order tonight. I did not anticipate until tomorrow. There's no telling what we're going to see between now and tomorrow. John Lynch is not sleeping. He's tweeting early in the morning about what is news that all. I mean, our fearless leader, GM, and all-around great dude, John Lynch, was on the verge of signing Juice. That news was rolling through Twitter early on this particular Sunday morning, right? Suddenly, Juice is a 49ers. We just learned a couple of hours ago while we were talking to Tony, the other GM. It was just what? That good news comes on the heels of the Niners gaining some extremely valuable funds from re-signing and restructuring, should I say, Weston Richburg's contract. And they did that Saturday, right, to add to the available cash. It is now up to $30 million going into free agency week. So we'll be taking your phone calls on this evening to discuss the current state of the 49ers, favorable fortunes of the past 24 hours, and everything else that is. See, just with doom and gloom. Last year, doom and gloom took over and didn't go away. Now you notice how the force, this is the way momentum and the biorhythms like to do. You know, suddenly they're rolling up, and all of a sudden they start rolling down because the 49ers are riding a wave right now. I didn't tell them what's going to happen next. Speculation is that Verrett, even maybe he gets signed, and I thought Verrett was for sure gone. Also, Trent Williams, he could be days away from becoming a free agent. And every sense of the term, if the Niners don't make something happen here quickly with him, as they did with Juice. Was Juice priority one? Trent Williams probably was, but Trent said, I'm aside. I just want to know what's going on out there for left tackles. John, you know I love you, man. I'm going to be back. I just want to know. But if he does reach the open market, he will be among the most sought after, as everybody knows, players, and could end up putting the Niners in a bidding war. This is why the 49ers cannot let him leave, Trent. You can find out what left tackles get. You already know what Bakhtari's getting. There's nobody better than you and him. So no matter what else anybody else is getting, it won't be as much as you. It doesn't take a lot of searching about to know that, okay? Sign here and stop it. So the Niners don't want it to get to that point. In fact, Mike Garafolo told Andrew Siciliano on Friday during the NFL Now program or podcast, I'm wondering if the Chiefs, and this is Mike, Mike, quote, I'm wondering if the Chiefs are going to be in play for Trent Williams because the Chiefs need help at tackle. Listen, why would he say that? I am concerned with the monies some teams have to spend and others don't. Jerry Jones is on top of my list of how come Jerry Jones, his cap is a little different than everybody else. So is he paying that dollar for dollar tax? So, you know, but anyway, the Chiefs... Trent, man, don't go. Oh, he would go there in a heartbeat if they offered him more money than the 49ers because he knows they're gonna be competitive. We're going to be competitive too, but if you get more money, it doesn't matter, right? A lot of teams could use help at left tackle, though. So this is the problem. The San Francisco 49ers would like to retain their left tackle in Trent Williams, of course. He goes on to say, I'm told they've made strong offers for him so far in their negotiations and are hopeful that something will get done, perhaps before the start of the league year. Unquote. Trent, would you please go ahead and do this? Juice did it. All right, let's do this. The Niners reportedly had extensive contract talks with agent before the team's regular season finale, as we all know, but the discussions obviously did not result in a new deal. Player reps can begin negotiating new deals with other teams starting tomorrow. This is why I know in the middle of the night we're going to hear Trent, get it done. I don't know what they're going to do, but they got to get it done tonight. Don't get this started, Trent. Because the agent's going to go hear something he likes. Trent, before you sign anything, wait. Oh. Niners have sole negotiation rights until then. Once Wednesday arrives, though, anything goes. Oh, that's when Williams becomes a free agent. Contracts can be finalized, and Mrs. Williams, baby boy, will be free to sign anywhere he pleases. Let that resonate for a second. Isn't that scary? And now what are we going to do? The thought of moving McGlinchey to the left side, like Tony suggested, every snap, instead of looking at the play, Mike. Anyway, as a show of good faith, the Niners opted out of being able to use the franchise tag on T. Will when they reworked the final year of his deal after trading for him last year. The only remaining option is long-term deal. As we've already heard, and Garofalo adds, it's not going to be hometown discount type scenario. Not that the 49ers are expecting that. They are trying their best to get this deal done, I am told. So we'll see if it winds up happening before he hits free agent market. But Trent Williams, after that situation in Washington, how he sat out a year and he had a medical scare, the fact that he came back and played so well, he definitely wants his value. So we'll see if that value is back in San Francisco, unquote. Now, according to PFF, Williams allowed 4 sacks this season, but not another happened after week 5. That's when some people said, come on, man, who's this dude, man? He's still giving up sacks. You know who he is. See, we have a tendency not to have no patience with anything. Williams has been off a year. We expect to come in and play at a Pro Bowl level. Took him 5 games. You got your Pro Bowl level and then some. So that's the moral of this story. Wait a minute. Don't always jump to conclusions so easily and quickly. The big man finished the season as the analytics site's highest graded tackle and second highest graded offensive lineman. Meanwhile, though, not counting the 2-year, $10.1 million deal recently agreed upon by cornerback E-Man Mosley, and after restructuring center Weston Richburg's deal, the Niners have nearly $31 million in cap space. Until, of course, the juice thing just came across, so we're down a few dollars. And thank you, Weston Richburg. All right, you know what I'm going to do from here? I'm going to tell you what. Because we already know, you know the Richburg story. If you don't, Richburg is the Rappaport thinks he's going to come in. He's going to probably end up retiring. I don't know if that yields any more money or not, though. Right now, the restructure is one thing, but if he retires, what happens then? I'm not sure. If any capologists or any people are aware of how that works, enlighten me, will you? So, but for now, the 49ers have restructured his contract, clearing $6.875 million in salary cap for this 2021 season. The Niners are in decent cap shape. But now as a team center has a problem, and one of our friends, you know what Tony said? Tony said, two Tonys. Tony, our Atlanta Falcon friend, said that they hadn't released Mac yet, but Mac is a free agent. The contract just ran out. So no word about Mac is good news for the 49ers if this goes into tomorrow. I think the 49ers can actually, even if you're a free agent, yeah, you're a free agent. If your team doesn't sign you, so that's why we left a lot of guys like Trent Taylor and some other guys out there. They can get shopped. I mean, they're free agents, so they can actually sign other places. Kendrick Bourne. A lot of guys who are not signing. The 49ers have already, you can see the green light has been given them, my assumption. So they go out, if they get a call, they can answer the phone. Their agent can answer the phone and say, yeah, no, he's available. What are you talking here? And then they can go from there. But the Niners just said they would do everything they could to re-sign Juice, and they did just that. I mean, you can tell. John was so excited this morning. Lynch tweeted out using Juszczyk's nickname. I'm thirsty. Niners fans, you want some juice? People start saying this account's got to be hacked. I mean, they said everything under the book. You know how we negative Nancy's do? Shh, man, done hacked my butt. Juice is in. So, all right. So, Alex Mack. Fam, here's the thing. What do you see coming next as far as spreading the cash around? Going after Verrett, Williams, Kerry Hyder. Williams, I'm not talking about Trent. I'm talking about K1 now. Trent Williams is definitely not getting away. Kerry Hyder. Tony pointed out some logical stuff during his display of what he was going to do. Asked the Falcons if they want a trade, but I guess not. I was real wrong on that. Alex Mack, if he's a free agent, hurry, call. I don't care how old he is. Let him come in. He's still got enough juice to go another at least 2 years. A lineman can last like that. Redraft another kid at center that's got potential. Let him learn from one of the best. That would be my ideal scenario. But, I want to know what you're thinking. Let's go right to the phone. And we're going to say, hey, Brittany, come on in here, Britt.
Ronbo.
Brittany, you got all the juice for breakfast. Actually was for breakfast this morning, but this is evening juice. John
Oh,
was so excited this morning; it was hilarious. But he got it done.
I can tell
And
you
no, I'm
one
sorry. Go ahead.
thing. I can tell you one thing. As soon as that news broke, I was jumping for joy.
Yeah.
I was like, "We got Juice back, finally!"
Brittany, I had already given it up. My mind was already set to learn to live life without juice going forward, and hopefully we'd be able to do something. But nothing was going to be equal to the juice production. Not really, But
I know.
but did you hear what Tony said? For the time we used during the course of the game, are we paying him too much? But I just want to point out for those people who bought into that particular sentiment, juice when he's out there are quality minutes. I think we're willing to pay for that. What do you think?
I think the same thing because a lot of people don't understand. They just see him as a fullback. But I remember someone said this in an interview, or I think it was Jim who said this in an interview before the Super Bowl, that Juice can do everything. He can play receiver, he can play running back, he can be tight end, he can play offensive line. He can do anything. Juice
By
like
the
a
way,
Swiss Army knife.
and Brittany, just in case you add to that, Bruce can actually quarterback and was asked about that last year. Had CJ
That too.
and they, I wish I could have saw that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was him and it was I think McKinnon arguing over okay, who's gonna do it, who's gonna do it. I
Yeah.
would have picked
You
you.
remember that,
I'm
right?
sorry. Yeah.
Oh God. But yeah, we're looking good. Now you got money, and since Richburg has done what he's done, we
Yes.
need a center, and this is the only thing.
hmm
I guess that's priority one now. Would you make that priority one now, going forward in the next 2 to 3 days?
Definitely. We need a center. That's crucial to the O line. And the fact that throughout 2020 you saw multiple people be put at center, it was Graffu, then Garland again, and then Graffu, and then all of a sudden Brunskill. It's ridiculous. That has
Scary.
to be done right then and there. And right now, my money, I have to say Alex Mack. We have to get Alex Mack. I
Agreed.
would say Corey Linsley, but I feel the Packers may try and grab him before any other team can get their hands on him. So I
And you
gotta
don't want
go
to
with Matt.
get into a bidding war with the Packers and whomever else is
Right.
out there because centers are really valuable, and especially in Shanahan's system. So I fully agree.
Exactly. And since I feel that the Trent Williams deal is going to be done, yes, center has to be the next priority. You got to get that done now, or else how you can't protect the quarterback.
And Jimmy's going to
can't.
get all the blame for everything that goes
All the
wrong.
blame
Every
again for
last thing
getting
that's wrong.
hurt.
Forget about the offensive line. Some people realize the offensive line needs to be fixed, but there are those, no matter
Oh
what,
yeah.
he needs to learn how to
That's
run out of the pocket.
the thing is, you can't really. I mean, some quarterbacks can learn new things, but at the same time, they're going to stay how they are. But at the same time, no quarterback can be successful if they don't have an O line. You saw what happened in Super Bowl 55.
Brittany, do you know the most quarterbacks that are most sacked in the NFL are ones that are running around? See, this is why
Yeah.
a lot of people don't realize in Kyle's offense, he has things, precision setups. If everybody does their job, the quarterback has no business running around. And that year when Matty Ice won
Right.
MVP, he was not winning the Olympics. Targets were hit.
Nope.
They were running their routes properly. The offensive line held for the length of time they needed to. Get rid of the damn ball. I don't need you running around scaling the field, running into sacks and doing all kind of
Right.
weird things. I mean, I don't. It's not perfect
And
football.
out of all the 2020 games that I saw for the 49ers, the game I saw the most where you didn't see Jimmy running out the pocket or running to make sure he gets the ball gone is the Week 6 game against the Rams. His uniform was clean. Can I emphasize that? Clean. Not touched at all. Not touched. And he got the ball out in under 2 seconds.
So Emmanuel Sanders was riding high. He finally got him and Jimmy completely got together. George Kittle was on time. I mean, certain things come together properly. The offense should be better this year, way better. Everybody knows what they're doing out there,
Absolutely.
and they should be razor sharp. The offensive line, though,
Now
it's got to
that
do their
Juice is
job.
secure, and once Trent gets secure, and once we get that secure center, hopefully it's Max, there should be no issues. There should be no issues. Everything will fall right into place.
Pitbull, don't spam. Don't spam, Pitbull. We'll have to ask you to leave. All right, we'll give you one warning. Okay. Go ahead.
And plus the Richburg restructure, I think they had the right thing to do because I don't think he's going to be able to come back at all.
No.
That injury was way too severe.
And then they had to fix his hip. After all this,
Yeah.
he's just now getting a hip operation. It's time to retire.
Ugh.
You could get
I
seriously
can
hurt
agree.
next time. Yeah, that's scary.
I can agree.
So,
And it looked way too painful when it happened. So,
Oh.
yeah, I think it's time to hang him up.
anytime you see a guy get bent backwards like that, didn't we hear him yell? I mean, I thought I heard him scream. Oh,
I
that-
didn't hear him scream, but the facial expression, it showed he was yelling. He was in pain.
Woo. Brittany, we're gonna go. I'll see you on Twitter as we're battling you, the you know who's.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Just have a great evening, okay?
I come with as much facts as I can. I'll talk
Appreciate
to
it,
you
too.
later. Take care, Ronbo.
You too. Night, Britt. And
Night.
Eric, and there he is, the Iron Sheik.
So, Ronbo, what's going on, man?
Sheik, man, I'm just sitting back here. You know how you get something for Christmas that you didn't really expect. You wanted it, the latest series of the iPhone or whatever, and all of a sudden you open up, now all of a sudden I actually thought we were going to lose Juice because the way he was talking about, my wife's family's on the East, my folks are on the East. We're thinking about having a child. It'd be best, actually, if we could be with the family for this reason. I'm thinking, Juice wants to go home, And
Right.
all of a sudden, no.
Right.
I said, Juice, every 49er on the planet, every 49er fan, we'll help you take care of the kids. Don't worry about that. Get over here. So, So how you feeling about this? Are you okay?
Well, yeah, I'm doing great, Ronbo. But the first thing everybody needs to do on the faithful is to pour yourself a juice, pour that little, fresh squeeze and drink it.
Yeah.
Because we got our fullback, fellas. We got our fullback for 5 years.
Let that sink
And
in.
what does pour it again. But the thing is, Ronbo, it's like the Shanahan's been loving that run game. Kyle Shanahan is here. McDaniels is here. What he does, he's a run. He's a specialist in that kind of scenario. Yeah.
And you can run behind that big moose Trent Williams. We got to sign him. But you know what, Mike? Juice, let's just go ahead and give some love. Let's give some love to Mike McGlinchey because you can run behind that beast all day, too. He's one of the best in the NFL. He may not protect well, but when it comes to running, get out of the way. Mike McGlinchey's coming down the field. Dang. So we can run on both sides.
Yeah, the run block is great, but the pass that's the question about McGlinchey. That's what I'm kind of concerned about because that option, the $10 million, but like you said, the run. His block is amazing for McGlinchey, but you just need to get his footwork and his ability to hold the blocker, his edges. I don't know what else you need to do with this guy, but he needs to have a wake-up call. And honestly, Ronbo, competition is coming. There's potentials that could fall to us. Rashawn Slater. There's other guys that become McKivitz. I don't think he's the guy, but they got him for a reason last year.
Yeah. Guy's huge. God, he's big. I didn't realize how big he was. I told him standing next to the 49ers. If you could get him to play, put him at right guard, I think that Brunskill's going to win that job because Brunskill's just a badass. He's a humble badass.
Oh, of course.
He's never going to get the credit he deserves, but anytime you can deal with Aaron Donald for 4 quarters, you got my vote. That's damn.
Right. And he's been doing multiple positions, center, right guard, tackle. He played it all, and that's what this team loves. These like those multiple like position guys, and that's what Brunskill does. That's why I'm glad he came back. We give him a 1-year deal, and Mosley a 2-year deal. He could do multiple things as well. So we're doing it right. We've been doing it right. Well, that's why we have a Parag, and a lot of these GMs and other teams wished he had a Parag on his team.
Keeps coming in here, man. Talking trash.
It's like you coming in here, don't forget to hit that like before you go, Ruby. But anyways, back to the Niners.
He changed his name again.
God. He's called Ruby from now on, so he's not Ruby no more.
Yeah.
But anyways, Rob, let me just say this about Juice, though. He can do multiple things as well. He's not just a fullback. He is a tight end. And that's a lot of the, we signed him for too much. No, he did a lot of things for us. There's a lot of certain packages that we do with Kyle Shanahan with Juice.
That's why they call him the OW. That's more than just a fullback. That's a guy that could be your wide receiver for 1 minute. He's clearing pass, road grading along with whichever side of the line we're running. He's picking guys off. Juice picks guys off. Actually, our quarterbacks would be in bigger trouble. Every now and then, when you see that 44 come out of nowhere and blast this dude that was just about to tee off on the quarterback, that was Juice. So the dude is brilliant out there, too. So, yeah.
He's amazing,
man.
But before I go, because I know you got a lot of callers going on, but I want to, if you could hand this question to the whole callers. Question, because in 2019, before it started, we got Alexander, we got D Ford, and these other guys. In 2020, we really didn't make any big moves. Do you believe in day one, going to get a big name, or are we going to stand pat and build from the draft and get this 1-year contracts from within? I just want to ask the question to the faithful, see if they want to answer it, and then we'll figure this stuff together, because it's going to be a big day for us.
No, Sheik. One more time on that question. Are we gonna stand pat? You say with what? Yeah. Because I misunderstood it.
So the day one tomorrow, are we gonna making moves? Are we gonna go sign or trade for certain players? And there's a guy out there, Barrett is out there. What we need a defensive end. Are we gonna go get that guy? Or are we gonna pass on Trent Williams and get a Rashawn Slater, for example? But I'm just saying, are we gonna make a big move on day one, or are we gonna just stay home and just wait and make, friendly deals with these letter guys in the later week? That's what I feel.
Because, you may have something there, because the fact is the Bucs they've already franchised, they've used their franchise tag on that wide receiver, that slot receiver. Right. So, yeah, Shaq is still out there. He wants to be a Buck, but we'll see. Yeah. All right. Sheik. We're going to go.
Think about it. Something to think about, faithful.
There you go. I'm going to be asking everybody that question.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to the TNT. Shout out to the Ronbo chat. We all love you. We're in this together. We're going to get this ring together really soon. Hit that like for Ronbo Sports. Follow all platforms. Shout out to you, sir. You're the man.
Thanks, Sheik.
Go Niners.
Appreciate your fam. See you tomorrow. Don't tell them what's going to happen. Night, Sheik. And later. NG49 says, yo, I apologize for putting words in your mouth. That was being facetious and joking. It wasn't cool, though. So sorry. I'm glad. You gotta put the laugh emoji at the end when you're kidding. NG, it's okay. I'm sorry. Maybe I overreacted. Thanks for the contribution. Every now and then, because I get accused of a lot of things. That's how I spend a lot of my time during the day telling people, I never said that. I feel like one of the people in the White House when they run a clip where you said something, you deny it later. I never said that. They run a clip, and there you are saying it. They fixed it. Hey, John.
Ronbo.
John, we're enjoying, and remember, address Sheik's question too. I like that question about whether we're going to stand pat tomorrow, or we're going to get crazy, or what we're going to do. And also, give us your reaction to the Juice signing, and that's pretty much what this program's about tonight. Go ahead, John.
Well, first, Ronbo, I want to tell you that I think I was the only person that said Juice was going to come back. So I don't know if you remember, but I said that he was going to come back because what team needs a fullback? So I don't want to.
That was said. That was you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I always felt that too.
I also said that the 49ers were going to find a way to keep Trent Williams. So you got your fullback. Tomorrow, it's legal tampering day, meaning that teams and their agents and their teams can start talking to NFL teams.
That's right.
Yeah, so tomorrow is going to be a crazy day. If you thought today was, crazy, it's going to get even crazier because besides the 49ers, a lot of teams are cutting players and restructuring contracts, and even Patrick Mahomes, they restructured his contract because they don't have any
Brady.
money. Yeah, but then you look at the 49ers, a team that started just a little over a week ago with like $13 million, and now we're up to $31, $32 million, okay? And then we signed, in these past few days, Mosley, Brunskill. We let Blair go. Now we just signed Kyle Juszczyk. And one thing that I want to bring up, you were on a previous, talking to a guy talking about the draft and free agency.
Tony. Yeah.
My question to that guy, is if Richard Sherman wants to be paid the salary that is projected, what he's projecting, that's what Richard Sherman wants. Richard Sherman knows he's not going to get that. What makes him think that Jason, and I love Jason Verrett. I'm going to say the word love. I love Jason Verrett. But I think Jason Verrett, they're going to find a way to keep him probably less than that, or maybe just 2 years. But, like I said, I don't want arguing with people. I just want to say, I don't know where, he gets these numbers. But like I said, I'm a person that doesn't, that's just his opinion. I respect that, is what it is. So like I said, I see nothing wrong, but are they really going to pay Jason Verrett that much money? I disagree. But but the question that you also said from the previous caller, are we going to do some big moves? I don't think the 49ers are going to touch Shaq Barrett or the big names. I don't think they're going to do that. I think what they're going to do is they're going to try tomorrow with all their hard work to get Trent Williams, because I think if tomorrow Trent Williams does not come to an agreement, he's gone, okay? And I'll call back if that happens. So I'm calling it right now. So then you have to start worrying about the secondary, Verrett, K1, and then, other defensive players, and then your other team, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, what's going to happen. It's if you want a Super Bowl team, which I disagree. I don't think the 49ers are a Super Bowl team anymore, because we criticize Jimmy Garoppolo. What happens if Trent Williams leaves? What happens if a lot of our secondary leaves? Those are the same impact players that were there on that Super Bowl. So we have to really, hopefully, John Lynch says, you know what? I believe Jimmy Garoppolo will stay healthy. So, boom, we're going to stick with them. I'm going to try to keep Trent Williams. I'm going to try to keep all these impact defensive players back. Because at the end of the day, if they lose players, it's not a Super Bowl team. It's like I said, it's a retooling team for the next few years. And I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I see when I look at this team. And by signing a Juszczyk, Kyle said, I really need my running backs, my offensive line, and to keep my quarterback from stop getting hurt. So that's how I see what's going on.
Yeah, no, it's pretty clear. You're going to lose no matter what, the Patriots, you're going to lose a number of players every year if you're winning anyway, because the cap is already burnt out because you already got your stars. There's a nucleus on both offense and defense you got to try to keep. And I think they pretty much know who those people are. So we're going to see how creative they are to bring in talents to add to that group for the next few years and from now on, in fact. So this is why, that's why getting rid of Garoppolo was not an option, not yet. Yeah, well, let's wait and see. Yeah, he's missed games, but like people are guaranteeing he's going to get hurt next year. You put an offensive line out there, they finally got weapons for him. If Garoppolo fails now, yes, it is his fault, especially if they fix that offensive line. We're going to see, though. All right. Hey, John, love it, man. Let's see you tomorrow. And And God knows what's going to happen between now and tomorrow. It'd be nice if we hear Trent signs. Trent, come on.
All right, Ronbo, thanks for having me on. Those in the chat who, are just seeing me right now, I really don't care.
Oh,
But
yeah.
at the end of the day, we love you, Ronbo. You're the best, no matter how we may disagree. I love the Ronbo Sports Show. And
Thanks,
just like
Josh.
always, Niners all day.
Yes. The disagreement's all stemming from love, John. It's no big deal. All right, fam. See you tomorrow. Let's go. Isaac D. La Fuente. Isaac, man, I like that, man. Jesus. These are really creative, these. Isaac, thanks for that contribution, fam. And Jesus.
What's up?
Hey, sis, man, we're sitting. It's the Juice celebration tonight. Hey, sis, I wonder, is anybody not happy about signing Juice? I mean, Tony was talking about it in his GM tonight, but he's not hurt that Juice is signing. He was trying to save money, and he thought the fullback wasn't so important. But Jesus, how important is the fullback in Shannon's offense to you? Go ahead, shout out your boys first, and do it.
For sure. All right. I'd like to give a shout out to my brother Eddie E, Chad Garrison, Josh Wood, Torrential Flores for Kobe, Ray Jr., Big Heat, Sean Bullard, Torrential Flores, Tommy H, Avatar S, just all the homies up in there. Sorry if I missed you, Angel Martinez, Chris Hansen, all my homies in there. Shout out to you, shout out to the 49er Empire. But a lot of I read a couple posts on Bleacher Report. Quite a few people saying, "Oh, we oversigned, we overpaid him," but
Yeah.
he's getting it's like he's getting $5.4 million a season. That's a steal on Carlos Juszczyk, and he's really important to this team because he was out there blocking. He got like 4 touchdowns, like rushing. When we couldn't.
A Super Bowl
in the
touchdown.
trenches,
I know. You get
Exactly.
it done. Yeah.
Carlos Juszczyk, he's out here making plays on this offense, So he's like, he could play like George Kittle too. He could play like tight end. This guy he's all over the place.
Mhm.
So, hey, this signing is really good. Hopefully tomorrow we could get that deal done with Trent Williams. And, hey, I like to say that we're good. We get Trent Williams back too. And we bring in Alex Mack. Hopefully Richburg could retire. I'm not saying that to sound like a hater, but,
I know, but
his career is over,
It is what it is.
His career is over.
Your body's just been operated on all over. Your hip? Oh. Hey, one question about Kyle, though, Juice. Tony, to point out one thing, though. Do you increase the percentage? Could the 49ers offense be even more effective if they used Juice a little more, maybe?
Yes. Oh, most definitely. He could catch a football, Ronbo. We saw it point after point when he got wide open. There's been times where he's been wide open. There's been times where he's done the slants. He's done all types of weird, crazy plays that, like, man, it's crazy. You remember when he flipped over Maya Fitzpatrick? When he played against the Steelers?
It looked like a keto move.
Man, I'm pumped, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Tupac said, man, I got my phone making sure all your kids don't grow. You know what I'm saying? Man?
Juice needs a T-shirt like that. But yeah, I want to see it more. This year though, I could see the offense becoming a little more elaborate and a little more intricate. Now that Debo and Ayuk, these are legitimate guys. I'm concerned about what they're going to do with Kendrick, but you got 2 premier wide receivers now, and I think you're going to see that ball sprayed around a little bit more. With the KB's coming back or not? Yeah, because how come they didn't sign him by now? See, that's...
I don't know. I don't know, man.
I got a feeling there's going to be some guys that are going to be hung out to dry. KB says they reached out to me, so I know they won't be back, but I want to go check out my options. Okay, well, we'll see. It's too early. They're going to let him take out his options. And by Wednesday, they'll probably offer him something, as they're going to offer a lot of the guys that are free agents, is my guess. So we'll see.
Most definitely. I wouldn't mind getting back Jordan Reed. in this offense. Like, hopefully we could get a deal done with Jordan Reed done too. If KB comes back, oh well. I'm not a KB. I'm not a KB. I feel like there's room for improvement, but at the same time, if we don't mind, if we don't sign them, hey, that's not really like one of the things that I'm
Things going to make you
hurt about.
You're not going to start crying.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's one of.
real quick, because we're down to 30
Yeah.
seconds. Emmanuel Sanders, knowing what we know, what he does, he somehow gives some kind of a lift
Veteran
to your
minimum.
wide receivers. Do you sign him? Veteran minimum?
Veteran
Okay.
minimum.
There you go. All right.
Yes, sir. All right, brother Ronbo, you have a blessed night, man.
Wait, Zeus. I'm looking for you tomorrow.
You have a good night, man. Thank you. Thank
All
you
right,
for the
fam.
platform, bro. You have a blessed night.
Appreciate it. Night, fam. It's Jesus. And Niner by nature says, give Jimmy O-line tender love and care and watch Jimmy go to work this year. Hey, people don't like to admit it because they only remember the mistakes he makes. But when Jimmy G's on fire, he is on fire. This is what I like about him. Niner by nature also says, if Hurt is healthy, he will shock a few people. I'm dying to see what he... God, if he could just make it out of preseason this year. Niner by nature, thanks for his contributions, fam. And me, hey, Leo. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. Hey, Rick. Emilio's
What's going on, man?
standing by. Rick, man, the Juice party is on. I think most of us thought Juice was going to be the fourth or fifth guy signed, if at all. And come to find out, Juice is the first blue chip player signed. Because we already signed him small contracts. All of a sudden, because I thought Trent Williams, 49ers wasn't talking to nobody but Trent Williams. Don't call nobody else but Trent Williams all. Keep calling him. And all of a sudden, Juice. What are you thinking?
Man, I'm happy with the signing because of the fact that he does so much for our team. He can run the wheel route sometime. He showed last year that he can be counted on somewhat on the third one. And I mean, he knows. He's like a Swiss Army knife. He does a lot of things for us. So I'm happy with the signing. It's like almost like, okay, we take that, get that out the way. Looking, hopefully we can get Trent Williams signed, and then after that, and look at Alex Mack, and then maybe Barrett or whatever. So then we can kind of. It was almost like I really want us to get to the point where we got pretty much the majority of our people signed. So when we're looking at the draft, we're pretty much drafting the best player. If we're going to look for a center, I don't like Landon Dickinson. I mean, he is from Alabama, but he has some injury issues. I have some injury issues.
I understand he's getting over injury right now.
Yeah. I like Trey Hill, Quinnen Miners or something like that, and even Creed Humphrey. But, I mean, just overall, I just want to be able for us to take the best players, period. It doesn't matter position. As long as we get, like you said this year, as long as we get a good center, Alex Mack, get Trent Williams, so therefore we got the left tackle in the center, which I think will help Jimmy G out a lot because he'll be able to call different protection and everything. And if we were somehow able to get rid of McGlinchey, but I mean, whatever, go to a buffet, dude, and eat 1 million pounds, whatever, and get bigger. Because the thing is, you know, my issue with McGlinchey, he can be great.
Everybody has that same issue, but Rick,
win.
just so you go ahead and don't lose any sleep over this matter, as long as he's one of the best run blockers in the game, Kyle, he ain't going anywhere. This is what we got to learn to live with. It bothers me because I know he's going to give up that sack at just the wrong damn time.
Not the wrong time. That's the thing. And so, I mean, I guess, man. I mean, long as we have Alex Mack and we have Trent Williams back, then I guess to compensate, we'll bring Kittle on this side to help chip for a minute and leak out the back. Because Kittle is amazing as well. So definitely in the blocking stuff like that. So I'm happy with the signing. I'm definitely happy with the signing because he has good hands, man. He has really good. He actually runs a good route.
He's made some crazy catches.
And he's good. Yeah, he makes some good crazy catches for us, and it's always timing almost like where you forgot about him, and he'll just leak out the back road, run the wheel route. you'll see him streaking by a linebacker or whatever. So yeah, I'm happy, and I know because at this point, as much as I was saying, I'm ready to move on from Jimmy G. At this point, unless something crazy happens, as Niner fans, y'all might as well resolve within yourself. Jimmy G's coming back, and so at this point, let's give him every like you said, we're going to try to eliminate every excuse you could possibly get. So we're going to make sure we have the best O line. But put the ball. Make sure you have the best O line, have a good center. We already have Debo. We have Ayuk. We have Kittle. We have Juice. We have both the running backs, Mostert.
That's all talent.
So we're gonna, and you know what I'm saying. And so we're gonna make sure we eliminate everything. I know the guy you were talking with earlier when you were asking about Hurd. Yeah. I'm not sure about Hurd either, man. I mean, because the thing about this is 2 years, and I mean, would I love him to come back and prove us wrong, shock us, whatever? Yeah. Absolutely. But what I'm not going to do anymore. I'm not going to kind of put eggs in that basket. It wouldn't surprise me if the Niners, it depends on what we're able to do in the next couple of days, whatever. If we're able to get some players out the way and get some things secured, because we have a lot more money than what I thought we were going to have.
I know. Everybody thought. That's why John was walking around smiling.
That changes. Oh, man, that changes everything. That literally changes everything. Weston Richburg, we're looking for you to retire. We understand D Ford. He's just taking that physical just to get his money, man. Get out of here. Golly. He's over eating bonbons and relaxing.
You better not be fat.
TikTok videos or something.
One thing he better not be is fat, Rick. Good Lord, that would make me mad. Oh,
Ronbo, think about it. What does it matter? He knows he can't pass the physical.
That I know, but the thing is,
can't pass the physical.
If I'm the boss, that tells me, you know what, your attitude ain't. You do have an attitude problem, don't you, D? All right.
Ronbo,
anyway,
his money is guaranteed now.
I know.
He can come in and looking like Thor off an Endgame. It doesn't matter. You have a big bear belly. It doesn't matter now. He's like, look, dude, I'm gonna take this physical. You sign this.
Y'all gonna pay me, and that's gonna be the end of it. Rick, we gotta go.
Exactly.
Let's see you tomorrow when we celebrate the Trent Williams signing.
Oh my God!
They got a prediction now.
Dude, when we get Trent Williams, it's going. I'm telling you, it's gonna change everything. Like I said before, y'all, everybody. It doesn't matter. Jimmy G. On the Jimmy G train, you're not on the Jimmy G train. At this point, you might as well read the tea leaves. Get behind Jimmy G. They're gonna do everything they can to support him, and let's get it. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Hey, Niner faithful, Niner Empire. Y'all have a good rest of the evening.
All right, Phil. You too. Night, Rick.
All right.
Now, Niner Man, if hers. Or he will shock a few people. I think we just did that. Emilio.
What's happening?
Emilio, man, we're sitting back here, man, because this is when the 49ers become most exciting. Because you know how 49ers can't do nothing well in advance. They have to always have more drama. Everything the 49ers do, they got to wait till the last minute. And John Lynch getting up early in the morning tweeting, getting all people all pumped up. Not faith, I like some juice. Like, what? And then a few hours later, signed! What? Look at John. He did it. The dude kills me. And but I don't know, Emilio, you're the kind of guy that thinks a lot. And Tony brought something to the table that you do have to actually think about. Is Juice a $5 million a year good investment? Because he does a lot of things. Do you look at him as more than a fullback? Some people still think that may be too much to pay for a fullback. But what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, you can look at it, yeah, he's a fullback, because, I mean, for most fullbacks, all you really need him to do either get you a first down here and there, like maybe a couple on short yardage, and just block here and there when you need him to. But with Juice, it's totally different. You know, he blocks, he goes out for the pass, you can put him anywhere, he can be a receiver if you need him to. So
DC's lose sleep over this dude. Yeah.
He's like a Swiss Army knife. You put him wherever you need him to. If you need him to play tight end, he plays tight end for you. You need him to block, he'll block for you. If, like I said, you need him to run, he runs. You need him to catch, he does all that. So, no, for what he does, it's actually worth it. I know some people say it can be a little too much. Maybe we can pay him a little less because we already paid him the first time. But, you know, he's well worth it. We need him, and then, you know, if not, somebody else would have picked him up because you think about it. The only
That's
other
what I was
team
going to
that
ask
really
you.
would pick him.
That's what it is. Where else?
Well, actually,
where-
there's actually two or three teams that would have taken him.
Who?
Knowing, you know, if we didn't sign it, it would have been the Rams could have used him.
But McVay doesn't
system.
like to use. McVay's gotten around the fullback thing, but he might consider it if he had one like Juice. But Rams ain't.
Nah, he would have used him.
But you know, Rams need to borrow some money from another country or something because they ain't got no money to pay nobody. They got to get rid of some more people between now and September.
You know, I wouldn't put it past them. They'll try to figure it out because a lot of teams do try to figure out, like, oh, get rid of this thing, get rid of this thing, and we'll sign this player and this will work out. Because at the beginning of it, before we end up getting all this money, reconstruction, what was the lineman that's finna retire? Was it Richburg?
Weston Richburg. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's finna retire, so we end up getting more money. At first, we were all worried about, man, we need to cut this player. We need to cut this player. All of a sudden, we got money back from Sherman. We got money back from the linemen. So, and we might end up getting more money from certain situations. So, I don't think we're done yet because you think about it. Lynch was so happy by that. If you look, Lynch is like, oh, don't worry about it, guys. We got it. I'm like, we're looking like, how? Why? You know,
Cap's at 175. Anything above that is gravy.
This is you know, when we had Bulky, everything was out. Oh, we're trading this guy. We're getting this. Like, dude, there's nothing a secret all of a sudden. So now we get Lynch. Everything's a secret. You hear all these rumors like everything's a lie. They come out after he feels like coming out, or somebody in the organization comes out. Oh, those were lies. We weren't doing that. So
you know what Bulky was doing though, don't you? Trent knew nothing. What he was doing was exciting. Trent wasn't, no free agents or anybody was going to sign with the 49ers as long as Trent was running things. Trent make it look like he's out there doing business. Trent wasn't doing a damn thing.
It's not here. Like I said, with all the rumors that go on, I listen. I'm like, oh, Jimmy's finna go to the Patriots, or this guy's coming, or we're finna trade for Watts. And I you know what? I you know, you listen to it, you read it, but I'm like, okay, this is a different group of guys than what we had with Bulky. One thing with Bulky, everything was leaked. Like, dude, nothing was keeping a secret. I was like, yeah, so I guess this is true. So with Bulky, everything you hear is true. With this, like I said, I listen to it, I read it, you know, I look it up, and I was like, okay, everybody has their own opinions, but I'm like, most of this stuff is lies. It's just to get stories. It's a bunch of clickbait on. It is.
It's like the horoscopes. It's strictly entertainment. Because all the writers think that Kyle, like the fans, they think Kyle just hates Jimmy. When really the truth is, Kyle was looking at Jimmy when he was in college. So the thing is, you're going to get these crazy people in these deals, and, you know, and everybody, they're easy to believe, and you get clicks, like you're saying. It's hilarious.
It is what it is. Who cares? I'm like, you know, if I say I listen to it because it's entertaining.
It's entertainment.
Even because when I go to work, other fans tell me, oh man, because this one guy, he's a Raider fan. He said, man, did you hear about this? I'm like, yeah, I heard about it, but I don't believe it. I think he's gone. I think Jimmy's gone. I said, oh. Or he tells me too, because he tells me, him being a Raider fan, he said, well, I actually like Jimmy. You know, if you guys can win with Jimmy, I think so too. But he was like, some people don't like him. He's like, I don't see why. He's like, when I see him play, because he says he watches Niner games here and there. He's like, man, when I watch him play, he reminds me much of Tom Brady. He just needs help. I was like, I said the same thing. Guy needs help. The line is horrible, and then hey.
And get some, and other than rookies and second tier wide receivers, now we got that stuff. Let's go. You know, but maybe keep an eye. Tomorrow we may be laughing because Chicago is going big time to go get Russell Wilson. Seahawks fans, if you ain't got Russell Wilson next year, you do realize you're out of it. Get out. Forget about it. Keep running in the chat. You ain't got nothing to say. You have been neutered. We gotta go, fam. Let me see tomorrow.
I'm just waiting. Yeah, I just want to see what happens with Seahawks. That'd be funny. I know they're gonna be all depressed as soon as Russell leaves. I actually don't want him to leave to make the West still more exciting with him being in it. See what happens, especially because I don't want to. I would like to beat Seattle, but not with a depleted Seattle, because then it takes the fun out of it. I'm like, but hey,
Can't even
you
brag.
can't be good
All right.
forever. So if it's your time to suck, it's your time to suck.
This is. All right, fam. I'll see you tomorrow, Emilio. Enjoy that day off.
Right.
All right, fam.
Right.
Oh, God. Don't let Chicago get Russell Wilson, boy. We won't see Joseph Smiley anymore and Tommy Test Stupid Roan and, Hey, Morgan. Morgan, Morgan, you was in the middle of making a deal. I could tell the way you was whispering. Morgan, the Juice is signed.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, and you got more money.
And
more
on the real
money,
team-friendly
more
deal,
money.
too.
I'm sorry, say again?
On the real team-friendly deal, too. I think he's only getting like 3 against the cap this year. Between 3 and 4.
Yeah, cap's impact.
Not very,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the rest of his career, so he'll finish up here.
Yeah,
and
as a
then,
matter of fact.
like between 3 and 4 a year. That sounds amazing to me.
Mm-hmm. Now, some endorsements. It's funny because NFL players they don't get shoe deals because basketball players, everybody you can't wear cleats up and down the street, so it's funny.
It doesn't work like that. Yeah.
They should give those guys more money on their jersey sales. Maybe they do. I don't know, but
Maybe.
So anyway,
Jeans, I guess, because the Levi's, right?
Yeah. Morgan, what are you thinking, man? Is this a good deal? You good with it? You just mentioned
I
the
love
cap.
the deal. I personally, I love it, and I think it's tomorrow. I think we'll sign Trent, and then Verrett. I'm not sure how long it will take. But I think both of them are coming back. I believe both of them are coming back. I think we're gonna get Trent. I don't think there's no good outcome if we don't have him. Like you think going first round in the draft, you have to use that on the tackle when you might want to use it on defense. I think everything fits better if you got Trent. So I think they'll find a way to make it work. And I think he wants to come back.
I think so.
I think he wants to see how much he's worth.
And
he wants to come back.
That's a scary thing, But if the agent's walking out the door, okay, guys, we'll get back to Wednesday. If I'm John Lynch, I leap at the dude's feet. If he gets out the door, he's dragging me on the floor, man. You're not leaving me. Sit down, man. What do you want?
But, I mean, he's made it clear he wants to see. He's like, listen, I understand you want me. I want to be here. I just got to see. I got to see. Which is scary, but God, I just don't know. I feel like there is a price that prices him out, but you need him to. It's scary.
But, Morgan, here's a question. You got Verrett saying he wants to go out and see what he's worth. Trent, as you just mentioned, Kendrick Bourne of all people running around saying, "I want
Kendrick to me, I think he's going to be a little disappointed." But he's good. He's good. I like Kendrick a lot. I just don't think when teams are looking at wide receivers, he's going to even be on that top 5-10 list. He's a next week guy. You know what I mean? After all the big names are signed, people try to fill out their rosters after that. I think that's when he goes. Just because he's not that big name wide receiver. And there's a lot out there this time around.
And I agree with that. And do you realize that a lot of these players, some of them, even Juice to some degree, you realize some of your prowess out there on the field has a lot to do with playing with Shanahan and his fabulous play designs.
Yeah.
This is why a lot of players want to play for the 49ers. So, talking about going to check the market out, you better stay where your bread's buttered, boy.
I think players still want to stay. I think the culture in the locker room is great. And I disagree with the last caller. I think we're still a Super Bowl contending roster. We got to bring some pieces back. Obviously, if we were going in today without a secondary, we're not. But I think we're going to bring our pieces back. And once we do, I think we're still that Super Bowl contending roster everyone thought we were.
No doubt about it. And look at the offense. I can already tell you the guys that are going to be. You got Jimmy, regardless of what people think about him. You got 2 wide receivers now that are legitimate wide receivers. You got one of the best tight end in the game. You got Juice.
Yeah.
I got my offensive line. It just needs maybe 1 or 2 pieces and some depth, right?
You need to get the center and you need to get Trent. Yeah.
You got Mostert, one of the most explosive running backs in the league. if you give him 6 inches
I do.
of daylight,
Yeah.
like Gale Sayers,
I don't think
he's
they go
gone.
into this.
Yeah.
I don't think they go into this offseason without fixing that line. I think everyone said after the 2019 season was a good season, but
Yeah.
our offensive line needed help, and we didn't do anything to help it, and we got injured. So I don't think
that's
they
above
make
everything.
the same mistake this week. Yeah.
It's the same
So
thing.
I
They gotta
think
be
we had
healthy.
the pieces we need. Yeah.
Last
The
year
only
would have
thing
been a cakewalk. Stayed healthy.
Yeah.
Joseph Smiley and his miserable team, it wouldn't even been a factor. Rams,
If we just
beat
stayed
them, we
away
were at our
from New York,
weakest.
right?
You know? Yeah.
If we just didn't play in New York.
Yeah. And to start the season,
Yeah.
Morgan, Jesus Christ, how bad of a luck. You start the year on a new field of artificial surface.
You lose Jimmy.
Why?
You lose
God?
Bosa. You lose Solomon Thomas, who knows what he could have done this year. I understand hasn't
Didn't
lived up
George
to the
get
hype.
hurt in that
But
game too? George got hurt in game 1.
yeah, George got hurt in that game too. Oh no, he got hurt in game 1.
He got hurt in
he didn't play
the
game
Rams
2.
against the
That was a
Cards.
big game from Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed had like 2 touchdowns from Jimmy. Jimmy won that game on one leg in the first half.
So we got to get a center. We got to get Alex Mack and draft a kid that can play center. So when Alex fades in another couple of seasons, still some
Now, I
things to
also
do.
think we're going to restructure Jimmy. I was thinking about it. I don't think there's a reality where we don't do it unless they do grab a quarterback in the first round, which I don't think they will.
Nah.
But if they don't, I think they got to restructure him.
Yeah, we're going.
And
back
not
to
even that much too. Yeah, you just need. He needs to have that little comfortability, and the team needs to have that little extra cushion to just do things they want throughout the season. Because even during the season, you got to spend cap.
That's it. That's why I'm sure they're going to approach him shortly. But Morgan, let me see.
Yeah.
Let's see tomorrow for tomorrow's celebration, which will continue with Trent Williams.
One more thing,
real quick.
How are the Bears going to get Russell Wilson? They're like $20 million over the cap. What? I understand that there's ways to do it, but come on.
I think it's a joke. They're going to probably give up Khalil Mack and somebody else. I don't know.
I'm sure they'll give like 5 first rounds.
Yeah,
they can do that.
In Chicago, though.
That's a lot to restructure to get under, and then to get 30 under. Yeah, it's crazy.
So.
All right,
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, Ronbo. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, fam. Night. Oh God. Hey, and here he comes. Oh, Lee. I'm delighted. Lee, come on in. Because I'm sure Lee was watching Tony. I'd love to see Lee, Tony, and Big Show on one of those shows where you could have them go against each other as far as draft picking. Lee! And Jashawn Page, what's up, fam? Thanks. He says, what's up, Ronbo Kyle? Juice is in the house. Yes. Thanks, I caught you, Jashawn. And oh, there he is. Slick. Is that phone okay?
Finally. And I do mean finally. Hold up. Wait a minute. Ronbo. Put some little red gold up in it.
I'm going to go ahead and do it, too.
No.
Zoom, bell, frost.
What's happening?
Slick's in a good mood tonight. Slick, don't forget to do the slick with the broken glass and all.
What's up, Rambo?
Dun, 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 dun.
If you're happy, the Niners signed Juice, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you think the Niners are going to sign Trent, K1, the Sharp, Williams, and Verrett tomorrow, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, Slick, I don't even know if we could take it. If they just in one fell swoop sign everybody you're worried about, I don't even know I can handle it. Man, let's go. And now we get a good draft.
I'm telling you, Rob.
And a couple of shots out of the draft, day one starters. Oh!
I think that this year is the year that we're going to progress. Tomorrow, we're gonna make some big moves. We're gonna sign some great players besides our own. They'll probably sign somebody we didn't even think about. But they are gonna be aggressive, and also in the draft, I think they're gonna be aggressive. So I think that, like Tony said, that's exactly what I has said myself, that they were gonna draft. They're gonna draft. They're gonna trade up, or actually they're gonna try to get Penny Sewell, or
Damn.
or what was the other guy? Lindsay? Or what's
Aziz?
the other guy's name? I forgot.
Wait.
Oh
What
yeah,
position?
they're gonna trade back up to get Aziz.
Right.
But either that or what is it, Dickerson from Alabama, because he could be center, he could be guard as well. So I think that if all three of those guys are gone, then they'll probably get the guy from USC. The one that has two last names, I forgot. It's something Tucker or something like that. So I think then after that,
Justin Tucker. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Oh, I forgot what his name is, but the other guy's good too.
I love the way you put it though. Two
so
first names.
I think that they are gonna like trade back up to get that guy Aziz, because he is like D4 2.0, so I can see that happening.
But you know what I want to see? I don't want to see the Hawks have Slater. I don't want Slater going to the Rams or the Hawks. Stay out of our division, please.
Yeah, because I mean, you already saw Brady and Tampa Bay. They gotta try to get back up. They gotta try to go back to the Super Bowl. And then over here, don't be surprised if KC tries to trade up to get either Sewell or the other guy.
Oh,
because they lost two of their offensive linemen, so or tackles. I'm sorry. So so they don't be surprised if they try to do something like that.
How are they gonna trade up? What would they give?
I don't know. I really don't know, but you know how these teams they work their magic somehow, some way.
No, but you're right, because they got everything they need. They just need to get the offensive lineman. They could trade up all the picks they got to go get Panay or Rashawn. That's what they're gonna do. That is what they're gonna do. They better, unless they want to see or buy Patrick Mahomes a motorcycle, because the way that boy was rolling around during the Super Bowl was hilarious. Baby, Patrick, get rid of the ball. Oh!
Yeah, but I think that Niners going to be aggressive in the draft as well, So, but like, I don't know what round he's going to go on, but one player that I really, really want from USC is that safety. I think his name is Talaloa, something like that.
Hey,
he's like Brian Dawkins 2.0.
Yeah, somebody had his name up.
Noah Mufanu or something like that.
Yeah,
but he's a hard hitter. He's a hard hitter, ball hawk. He used to be a running back.
Chanaloa Hafunga, USC safety.
There you go.
There you go. Ellis is good with the Polynesian names.
He hard body. Yeah, definitely. Troy Polamalu 2.0.
All right, thanks, Ellis.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. He reminds me of Polamalu. He reminds me of Brian Dawkins and all the hard hitters and ball hawks. So I wouldn't mind. I would love for the Niners to get him. So, and you know how everybody loves the SEC players like Alabama, Georgia, so they don't really care about the West Coast, So we might have a shot. We might have a shot. So I'm just excited because tomorrow it's like we're gonna get Trent, we're gonna get the Shark, we're gonna get Rhett, So we'll see.
I tell you. People understand what's going on with them backloaded contracts. This is it. Everybody knows. You want to be a 49er, you know what you got to do. Otherwise, you got to go out there and get with a team you know you ain't going to like. You like it here? We don't even charge people for toilet paper. Come on now.
I'm telling you.
Then it's Slick. Hey, Slick, see tomorrow's celebration because you know it's going to beat one. All right?
Yes, sir. But tonight, we celebrate this juice.
Yes.
So, go Niners.
Nice, Slick.
All right, Ronbo.
To that. That feel. And is Lee? Hey,
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Lee. I tell you what, man. I was like laughing Because I said, I need to put you, even Terran Lewis to it. Terran's good too. We're going to get him in there. I want to get all you guys in there while we're going toward the draft. But we've seen the following act though is Lee, as I had you scheduled for number 2, so you already know about that, right? Lee's supposed we're going to try to get Lee for next week.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's Lee.
Shea's real good too, Ronbo. Shea.
Shea. Did we do Shea last year? Did he have a draft?
I don't think so. I don't think he's had a draft.
Well, as far as Shea picking players,
Tony went today. He always does. Tony always does the free agency ones. Ronbo. I'll watch it back later after the show.
Yeah. You'll love his draft.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Tony came up with an army. He starts with 12. I'm not sure how many. Come on, we'll finish. I'm not sure how he ended up with those picks, but he had a lot of picks. But go ahead, Lee. What are you thinking about our celebration night with Juice and anything else you want to add?
Yeah, it's cool. It's Juszczyk, he's a important part of the run game for us. Him and Kittle, we motion him a lot. We use him a lot in the run game, and that's why he's there. Ronbo, it's familiarity with the scheme, with the offense, and Cole doesn't have to bring in someone and teach someone else.
Takes people too long.
He can count on him, I think. Yeah, and the other thing too is they did that. I don't know, if he's worth all that money, Ronbo, but at the end of the day, they would have felt they had to pay him that kind of money, because if he got to free agency, that LaFleur and Salah would have made a move to try and get him over to the Jets.
The Jets. And McVay would have tried to do some more lying, I don't think. Well, maybe.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of teams running our kind of start offense these days.
Yes.
And if you look at the Jets, he's got a home over on the East Coast, so a lot of people were thinking, oh no, the Jets are going to make a big play to try and get Juszczyk because it'll probably be his last contract.
It would have made sense. Perfect.
I'm just hoping that Trent Williams signs in the next 48 hours, Ronbo, because
24.
I don't want to go into the draft without a left tackle, because that'll be our first pick. Can say goodbye to edge rushing, say goodbye to cornerback. We don't sign Trent in the next 48. So yeah, it's good we got Juszczyk. I heard they're trying to sign Trent and Jason Verrett, Ronbo. So I'm just hoping. Yeah, I'm not too worried about Verrett. He's not going to cost that much, like nowhere near compared to what Trent's going to cost. He's so valuable as a left tackle. I don't want to go. I don't want to wake up and maybe 3 days time and free agency started and we don't have Trent on the team, because that means we're probably going to sign Verrett. We'll have the extra money, so they probably will sign him. We might go after Alex Mack. I think that's a smart decision, because as you've seen, Richburg retired. Is going to retire and stuff. So I feel like, we need to get a center. Yeah, and there was a big problem in our line, the communication, especially early in the season, the first couple of weeks. You've seen guys like looking at each other on the line like, that was your, what are you doing out there? And you seen Trent Williams after the game like, well, it wasn't my fault. I did my job. So.
You got to clear yourself up from the chaos. Look, man, I don't know what was going on to my right, but me and Thomason had our side locked up. You know what I'm saying? The center.
Yeah, exactly.
That boy don't know.
That was so funny.
Yeah, see. So we got to get that center, that offensive line fixed up. See, because this way, Jimmy, people call it excuses, but they don't know what it's like to play in the NFL without an offensive line. The people, Jimmy's trash, you can't do this, you can't do that. Listen, you know what? If you knew what Jimmy saw, if you could stand right behind him and watch what he's seeing, I got 2 receivers. One of them's a rookie, one's not here, that are good. I got some other things going on with the center. I got to negotiate this, and this. So you know what? I tell them all, you can go to hell. You know what I'm saying? you come and deal with this.
Did Tony pick that guy from UCLA in his? Because I heard him the other day. He was talking, and he liked the kid from UCLA, the running back / receiver.
Yeah, he's kind of like.
Yeah, he would be a real good pick for us. And like probably the 3rd or 4th round.
What he was saying too.
Yeah, because it's similar to how like last year I said to get that kid Gibson. They had like 12 touchdowns as a rookie. Because the thing with him though, he's even a better route runner and could be a better receiver than Gibson. And he might not be as big and as strong, but he's sort of that gadget guy that can make those big plays. And he's exactly what you need to replace McKinnon. Remember what Cole paid him all that money in free agency, Ronbo? That's the kid to replace McKinnon is Dimitri Felton at UCLA. So yeah, Tony's right on him. As far as other players in the draft, I think I said to you, she said to me the other day, you were worried about going corner in the first round. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll go corner because I think they're probably going to go second or third. But I'm real high on Patrick Surtain, Ronbo. I think if we go into the draft and we do go corner or DB in the first round, I think it's Patrick Surtain, and I'll give you reasons. The reasons are, the only thing you can question him is his speed, Ronbo. If you look at his technique, it's the best in the draft. And in playing our defense and a lot of cover 3, Ronbo, he's going to have safeties over the top. So you look at a guy like Richard Sherman, he wasn't the fastest corner, and he was the highest rated corner when we went to the Super Bowl, right, Ronbo?
I know, Sherms. But how many Sherms? That's a Hall of Fame first ballot guy. I just hope that people that play like Sherm can come somewhere near when he was in his prime. I got no problem with that, you know?
That's why it would have been perfect if we drafted a corner in the first round and we had Sherman there to, teach them, Ronbo. Like, that would have been ideal. Like, sort of how we brought Sherman to help Akillo, but he didn't really pan out. That would be what you really want if you're getting a rookie corner. But hopefully Rivera comes back and he can help the rookies that we get, whether it's a second or third round cornerback, Ronbo.
Too, just for his skill alone. Lee, good stuff. I'll be looking for you tomorrow on another celebration, back-to-back celebration days. All right.
Shout out to everyone in the chat and all the callers tonight. Thank you, and to your team. Cheers. Go Niners.
Thanks.
Get that juice.
Yes, indeed. I'll take another sip on that. Somebody threw a belch in there. Hey, Lee. Hey, Justin, I've been thinking about you, man. I'm glad you got in here. Your ears must have been burning. I was sitting there talking. Hey, where's Justin? Always okay. He never takes out a week or two. Justin, thanks for the contribution. He says, I'm back here to say, bring back Akello. And oh yeah, Jimmy J. Stan told y'all, SMH. There's some people on Twitter that owe me some money, but I'm not going to collect from them because I'm not that kind of guy. Hey, Shay.
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Shay, man, it's like Juice is no longer on the loose, or will be on the loose. Is now, yes, we start with one. He's our first blue chip signing. So your feelings on that? And anything else you want to add, Shay, including Tony's?
Oh yeah.
Tonight's his draft and anything else. Tony had so much I don't even know what to call it. But go ahead, Shay.
No, yeah, I was in there too for Tony's. I think he did a great job, man. I mean, he obviously researched a lot of what he was talking about as far as positions and looking for trade scenarios and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool by him and very intelligent on his part. So, yeah, I mean, he did talk a lot, but I mean, he had a lot to say, which,
he didn't get it all in either.
He knew what he was talking about. You know what I mean? So
he did.
That's cool. And then as far as Juice, man, I mean, yeah, some people will say that the 49ers overpay, but to be honest, it doesn't matter what other teams or what other people think about what the 49ers do or what they sign their players to. The 49ers have a value of what they think is worth their players for their specific scheme. And I think that, to this day, I mean, every time Juice has been on the 49ers roster, he's made the Pro Bowl and the All-Pro team as fullback. It's because we utilize our fullback in this day of age. And, he is that Swiss Army knife that Kyle called him, 5 years ago when we first signed him, to a much bigger contract. So this one's a little bit less, a little more significantly less. I think it's about like $9 million off. Because I think the first time he signed was like 5 years, $35 million. So,
and remember how people were complaining? People were so mad. Why are you paying that much for a fullback? They didn't know nothing about Juice and already getting mad. Sometimes you need to wait before you get mad.
Yeah, and like I said, and there's nobody more on this planet that I trust in, at least for offensively than Kyle Shanahan. And if that's his guy and that's what he felt his value was for him, then by all means, go ahead and get him and sign him. So I think, like I said, it's good to have another guy who can run the offense. I think he's an intricate part in our offense. Again, he's very good as I think someone called it earlier that he's like a tight end almost. He is, and he's really good at it. He's a run-blocking tight end pretty much. He can pass out the backfield, and he can also catch. And I think that's, something that Kyle, loves in, his fullbacks, that they can block and they can also, pick up screens, delayed screens, fullback screens. if they want to
He
send him
does
on a wheel route,
all that.
he beat Michael Kendricks, last year in 2019 for
Mm-hmm.
that, that 30-yard, bomb that Jimmy hit him on, that he
Mhm.
beat Michael Kendricks. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So he just fits the scheme, and what skill set he brings to the 49ers is just awesome. So I'm happy about that, man.
And
But
Shay, one other thing. When's the last time you seen somebody overwhelm Juice? He normally wins. Mono con
He does.
mono. Juice, I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of it. And chat, if you remember a time when Juice actually got outdueled at the point of impact, I want to help me remember that. I never seen anybody take Juice
I
down.
remember. I remember in the Super Bowl when Juice scored that touchdown, and the announcer, I think it was Joe Buck, was like, "Yeah, Tyrann Mathieu made a business decision because Juice was going to answer the end zone regardless." And just Matthew was like, I'm not even gonna try it.
Yeah.
I no concussion for me. I'm not even. So I mean, I'm just happy, But I think I'm with the consensus of everybody tonight. Just hopefully we hear that Trent Williams signing soon, and bringing him back to solidify that old line. And then like I said, go get Alex Mack, and then fill whatever gaps we lose in the draft. And I think we're ready to go, man. Let's try to get one more shot at this thing. So. Yeah, I'm happy, but I know we running it short tonight, Ronbo, so I just want to say thank you, brother, for the platform.
Yeah.
Thanks, production. Shout out to all my guys in the chat, J-Tan, J-Run, Cali Bill, and then also, my TNT guys, Rome, Trey. Gotta love Trey. He might make an appearance. We'll see what Trey does. Big Show,
Trey
all
was
my
already
guys,
represented.
and whoever I forgot. But, Ronbo, thank you, brother, and I'll talk to you later, man.
Thank you, fam.
And,
Looking forward to it.
happy free agency, guys.
Yes.
It's starting. Happy free agency. So, all right, Rumbo, you take it easy, brother.
Gives me that excuse to have a drink. Hey, Shay, see you tomorrow. I was doing that, and I got my little dude, the TNT Slayer himself, goes by the name of Hayden. Hayden!
Hey, Ronbo, I just gotta say to that TNT member, I don't want to say his name because you know what? I ain't feeling that. I don't think Trey's gonna show up because I don't know. I don't think he's gonna show up. And you know what? Maybe.
Hayden, are you on speaker? Hayden, are you on speakerphone? Because you sound distant.
Yeah, Ronbo?
That's better. Because if you're going to abuse the members of TNT, we want to hear that. Nobody does that.
Okay, so basically, if Trey would come, then he's just mad that I called him out. So I was saying that he just would be getting mad at a 12-year-old kid.
They like you, Hayden. You bring them fun and excitement and challenge. But Hayden.
Okay, well, Juszczyk, baby, let's go. I was jumping up and down because people forget it's not just it's not just about him catching the ball. It's they don't realize how many plays that he helped on the touchdown or made a crucial block.
Yeah. He's involved in that offense from the beginning of the game to the end. But Tony made a good point by saying, for the amount of time that he spends on the field, it's probably a little bit much to pay. But then again, whatever he does is quality work.
Well,
usually.
Kyle, just use him more. Use him more because they used him a lot this year actually than last year. Last year they only used him really in the Super Bowl.
He got hurt and he was missed. Well, you know what though? Dwelly did a good job. But the thing is, when Juice was out, didn't you feel worried? I mean, as soon as I heard Juice was out, oh no. Dwelly did a good job. Not bad at all. But
I know they always make it. I feel like the Niners, just in general, make make it all dramatic, like the guys are crying, or they make a goodbye post. It's all dramatic, and then the next day it's Juszczyk signed 5-year deal.
I know, right? And last year was Robbie Gould, right? Hayden was probably 8 years old last year, and he aged 4 years this year into 12, right? It was terrible going through that.
Robbie Gould actually didn't play that good this year. Remember?
I know, but we didn't have a kicker.
That one game.
Yeah.
That one game where he was I don't know. Hey,
Yeah,
I like that kicker though that we got though.
He kicked a lot of far field goals. Whoever that guy was.
They took Robbie's place the year before, 2019? Yeah, you know.
No, I'm saying this year. Robbie was a little sketchy sometimes.
Did Robbie? Did he miss any games? I mean, I know what you mean by those last 2 or 3 games. Robbie looked like he wasn't no longer interested. He may have been lack of motivation because he knew the season was kind of done.
Yeah, I think they. I don't know if they like. I don't know if he had COVID, I think, or something. And then we got this new kicker, and he was hitting like 50-yarders. So
no, I remember
just
that.
Putting it out there. But we had to sign Robbie Gould, or he would be a free agent. That's a dumb thing in that contract.
Yeah, it was so scary.
We had to sign him.
You can't carry more than one kicker.
We had to sign him like at week 8. That was weird.
I just don't. Well, at least this year we got Juice. Hopefully, you don't have to wait for another 48 hours for Trent to sign. And let's do without the drama this year. Okay, sign Trent, please, now.
I know. I want him to sign Trent. It's gonna be dramatic. You know, it's gonna be
Wednesday.
It's gonna be at like 9 p.m. or something.
Tuesday.
9 p.m. or
yeah,
it'll
Tuesday
be at
afternoon.
1 in the morning.
Yeah.
1 in the morning Tuesday or something.
John will do an interview in his pajamas. Yeah.
You want some Trent or something? You want some Trent 49ers friends?
Yeah.
49ers friends? You want some Trent?
He'll figure out a way. He's got to be clever with it. You can't just tweet to be tweeting. It's got to be one of them tweets to get everybody's attention. This morning was funny. When I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing. John's offering people breakfast juice, huh? Okay. We'll take
I know, everyone was panicking, like they were going to get fooled or something, but no.
She could just give you the name of honor, the Cornflake Kid 2.0. We used to have another guy a little bit like you, Hayden. So you're the next guy. And we got to go, though. Let's see tomorrow for tomorrow's celebration, okay?
Yep. All right, Ronbo.
All right. And Trey's writing things about you on the chat saying, you know, the only reason I put up with that kid is because he's so cool. See you tomorrow, Hayden.
I would love you to come on, Trey. I would appreciate it because half the time you only use the chat and that doesn't say much. You just gotta come on chat. You gotta call him, okay, Trey? All right, bye, Ronbo.
Bye, Hayden. Hey, and the 49ers Ultimate Report. Thanks for the contribution, family. Says in 2017, Joe signed 4 years, $21 million. You can't believe how the time has whipped by. Man. And hey, Tony from Atlanta. Tony, come on in, man.
What's poppin', Ronbo?
Tony, I just realized when we signed Juice today, I didn't realize that Alex Mack is actually you don't re-sign him, he becomes a free agent starting tomorrow. Is that right?
That is correct, sir.
That's what it is. I thought he still had another year on his contract or something, from what you were saying. But y'all need a new young center. You need to get that dude out of Bama. We need to get that dude out of Bama, actually.
Well, we drafted a kid in the 3rd round last year out of Temple, Matt Hennessy.
Okay.
We tried to play him at guard against Green Bay, and he sucked. And he's the heir apparent to Alex Mack. They really like him.
So that makes
when Alex Mack missed the last 2 games of the season, he played at center. He did pretty well against Tennessee. So
really? So he's already got some playing time. Okay.
Yes, sir. He played the last 2 regular season games at center when Alex Mack was out because of COVID.
Oh, did he contract COVID?
Yeah, he had to go through the protocol. So he
exposed, trace. Yeah, he got caught up in that probably, yeah. Because he just had to stay out for whatever amount of time. I really don't want to be bothered with that this year. Man, I hope that doesn't happen. That's just, I mean, you saw us during the Green Bay game, right? We had,
yes,
I thought Kyle was going to have to come out and play. You know, him and John. I said, what? Wait, why don't they postpone and move this game? Tony, let me ask you this. Since you could be an outside observer and probably be unbiased to some degree, did it look like the 49ers, you let the Baltimore Ravens, they postponed that game, 12, 13 times? And then the 49ers on a Thursday night insisted the 49ers come out there, but they couldn't make that game a Sunday game and bump somebody else to Sunday night. They made us play. Does it seem to you, is it our imagination, or does it seem like the 49ers get a lot of abuse?
Oh, yeah, I've been saying that for going back 2 years ago. They like, you know how they are, like the NFL Network, all them, they don't like the Falcons either. They like the sexy teams, the New Englands and the Aints. I'll never call them Saints. The Aints, teams like that.
But you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
They do have their favorites, don't they? East Coast teams, because the NFL is central in the East Coast, so they always like pump up. They'll spend the whole offseason camp in between New Jersey, the Jets, and the Giants, and you're sitting there thinking, why are you guys' biggest coverage is on them teams? God.
Don't forget the Dallas Cowboys. And
oh, how could I forget the Dallas Cowboys? My God. Whew.
Hey, Ronbo, you have one of the guys on your chat, Texas boy. He is funny. He is hilarious, Ronbo.
He wasn't that funny a couple of years ago, but since the Cowboys started going south, pardon the pun, since they started going deeper south, he's had the gall to show up and run smack. I love it when he does that. I can't stop laughing. What is he doing?
Yeah, me either. Yeah. And I tuned into this Dallas Cowboys fan base blog about a year ago just to hear how they do things. And they started talking because they was getting ready to play us. And so I typed something to talk smack back. And, man, they just bullets was flying everywhere. They came after me. So I just thought it was funny. And then I called their owner. I said, well, you know your owner. I said, Mr. Spotlight, because that's what I call him now. I put in parentheses, Jerry Jones. I call him Mr. Spotlight because he likes the spotlight.
Always.
And they, like right now, their team is in finance. Man, they got Zach Martin making big money. Tyron Smith. Now it's Dak Prescott. Ezekiel Elliott. There's their middle linebacker, Smith. I can't remember that kid's name. And DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yes, DeMarcus.
All making big money.
All of them, $20 million and up. Hey.
And who's the wide receiver out of Alabama came out after Julio?
Oh, that's Amari.
They're trying to trade him, Ronbo, because they got all those people making big money. They're trying to trade him.
Raiders will take him back. And then you can't trade Amari Cooper. That boy's a $100 million wide receiver. Who is going to pay that kind of money?
There's the spotlight and his salary.
See, this is why.
And they just paid Dak all that money, so somebody's got to go.
When you got rid of Jimmy Johnson, you knew he did not know what he was doing, okay? Jerry Jones doesn't – somebody needs to tell Jerry, but you cannot because he's Jerry Jones. Jerry, get a GM. Stay out the way. You do these things. You know what, though? I hope Jerry Jones stays there until he, passes on. Let the Cowboys stay stupid for years. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. And I put my rival just like Ronbo. Ask me this question, because I be cracking up to you too when you talk about those Hawks. Who do you dislike the worst, the Hawks or the Rams?
Hawks.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And
I'm
Rudy,
the same way about that.
Because it's their fans. Fan bases are what make you not like a team, right? Cowboys fans used to want to be able to put a ski mask on and go out in the middle of the night and find a Cowboy fan and beat him to death. Now, the Hawks fans, you got guys running up in this chat, boy. But Rams fans, they've got nothing to talk about. You got jokes like Rudy. They come in here, but there's snakes with no venom. You know what I'm saying? The bite don't mean nothing.
Exactly. And I'm still laughing at the Aints. They still, we're down to $6 million over the cap. We got it down because we restructured. Jake Matthews, our left tackle, We freed up about $9 million. We're $6 million over. The Aints are still $27 million over. They cut about 5 of their players.
And Drew Brees announcing that he's leaving means nothing. And I saw the Falcons celebrating that and making nasty tweets like, Drew, we gonna just let you know we ain't sorry that you're leaving. But we got Tony, we got to go, fam. I just forgot. Tony's fam now because he hangs out with us too much. Tony.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's see tomorrow if you have time. Be looking for you. All right?
Yes, sir. I'll give you a call.
I love talking general football with
Have a
Tony.
good night, Ronbo.
You too. Night, Tony.
All right.
Yeah. See, because with Tony, we can just cut up everybody.
Hello?
Ice.
Hey, what's up, man?
Ice, what is going on? Where are you, Ice?
I'm still in New York, man. It's cold as what?
Oh, you trying to heat the house up?
Man, I'm outside, right? I had to come outside and ask for my wife. Man, it's freezing out here, man. You tricked me.
I can't imagine because we don't know what that kind of cold is like on the East Coast. I've been to New Jersey, and I believe it was October, and I was out there crying. I says, y'all, this is like, I thought I bought a big enough coat. I need to borrow another sweater. Let me stop at this shop right here and buy something else to put on. That cold was cutting me up like a razor blade. So for people living in Chicago, good luck with that. Woo! And they say it's worse. Oh!
It's cold.
But hey, Ice.
It's cold.
That's Ice. That's why you call yourself
dog.
Ice. I like it, man. Ice, we got juice. Ice, we got juice. Juice is already signed.
Yeah,
so we're
man.
starting that move toward getting these guys signed.
Well, I'll tell you, they did the best. That was the right thing to do. There's no get around that. That was the right thing to do.
I didn't think they was going to be able to do it.
No matter what and how you look at it, no matter what and how you look at it, I mean, they had to re-sign him.
Yeah.
It's just bottom line. They had to re-sign him because, I mean, there's no other viable option out there. Period. You think about it.
That
not
can do
to
what
do
he
the
does.
things that he does.
Yes, I agree.
It's just not there. It's at all. How many fullbacks you know in the NFL that does what he do?
None. I mean, I'm talking none. There's tight ends that can't do what he does.
Even do half of what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Even do half of what he does. I mean, only thing I see, I think what they're going to end up doing, personally, they're going to end up re-signing a lot of guys. Because they know what's good. They know what's best breaded on their the best butter on their bread. And why go somewhere else where money's one thing. People forget that a lot of guys stay with a lot of teams because of the tax situation as well. They get taxed a lot of money, so they want to be somewhere where they know that they're gonna make ends meet in their cost of living and this and that, and also their happiness. A lot of guys don't want to get up and just move. We
That's
can
a lot
count
of
on.
trouble.
Nobody wants to just pack up and leave. Money's one thing, but you uprooting your whole family and everything and leave. And they're not going to really want to just do that. But I think the key to us getting back to where we was, offensive line. There's no getting around it. There's no getting around it.
You got to do it.
Offensive line. Offensive line is the reason why we had our quarterback getting hurt. Just simple.
Honest to goodness, for those who are honest and watch that game closely and watch Mike Person getting beat to death suddenly in that game in the Super Bowl, they blame Jimmy for everything. Jimmy had to make up his mind on what he was going to do before that ball was snapped. The Chiefs were coming through that door the whole fourth quarter. I don't know if Person got tired, something was hurt, or what. Shanahan sat there. He could have put Brunskill in and could have ended that right there. But no. So, you got to have that offensive line ready to roll this year.
Oh, yeah. You guys have beer or wine? Beer or wine? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And that's the main thing. when you ain't got no offensive line, I'm gonna give you an example. You remember when this is before pre-Shanahan, when the Falcons had Chandler as quarterback. No Chandler to quarterback for the Falcons when they were the Dirty Birds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the year before they went to the Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
He was getting beat to crap. That man didn't finish not one home game. Over half the game because he had no offensive line. The following year, he had an offensive line. They went to Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a great quarterback either, right or wrong.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He was okay. He was okay. He wasn't no stellar guy, this and that. But he was good. He was okay. Now if a quarterback like him could go to the Super Bowl with a great offensive line, what do you think we're gonna do to the kind of quarterback we have? There's no look at like you just said, Patrick Mahomes. He was on his homework motorcycle the whole season.
See, people understand that. But Patrick Mahomes, give him a pass. But if Jimmy ain't got an offensive line, forget that. It's Jimmy's fault. I say, boy, y'all can take that and put it where the sun don't shine. You just hate me.
Man, listen. Jimmy G is a beast. They need to stop it. He got game. You think they franchise tag him just because they want the franchise tag him? No, they franchise tag him because they knew what he was about. They know he got game. Why you think the Patriots win back to back? Because they know. They're not stupid. Mm-hmm. I mean, anybody giving a knock to Jimmy G because he was a Super Bowl, he lost. Okay, it happened all across the board. But you can't just shift the blame because of him. Anytime an NFL team loses, the first person they look at is the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. And then the coach. But they forget about everybody else. Sherm.
Exactly.
Ice. Sherm is supposed to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. What in the hell happened between him and Sammy Watkins? See that?
Watkins is outplayed him.
We got him for that reason. That was not supposed to happen. So,
let me check. Can I cut you off real quick? I don't think Sherm was 100% the whole time he was there. Personally, I really don't think so. That's why he stayed hurt all the time. The other part is like on our defensive side, we don't have to worry about DBs so much. Everybody's panicking DBs. Everybody in the NFL with the DB wise pretty much is average. There's not no superstar DBs out there anyway. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 3 at the most, I think. And the thing about it. If we focus on what we've been doing with the line we have, with the defensive line we have, the DBs will play good. We got a defensive line.
Right. And you can make the worst DBs in the world look really good if that pass rush is just terrible. Ice, look at this. We're having too much fun. Ice, we got to stop, though. Ice, I wish you get somewhere and get warm. I'm worried about you.
I'm in Dwayne. I'm in Dwayne Reed right now. Walk Reed. I'm gonna get my black tail back up in the house. But we good though, man. My big people's fans, man, relax, take it easy. We gonna be all right, man.
There you go. That's what it is.
We gonna be all right, man. All we gotta do is keep signing in house. Don't worry about what else is out there.
That's what I was gonna do.
Grab a little bit of salt and pepper and whatever you want to get on the outside to add to the flavor we already got.
Here you go. All right, so we're going to celebrate tomorrow again. It's Juice today. It's Williams tomorrow.
No,
all right, fam.
All right, man. I got you, dog. You be easy, man. One love.
You too, Ice. Talk to you later, fam. And Santana. Santana. Dun, 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 dun. Tony.
Ronbo, what's happening, brother?
Tony, man, we're just like, I thought Juice would be the guy left out. He's the first guy they signed. Whoa. So, and you already know Trent Williams is not about to get away. Oh, yeah, I agreed. I was worried to death. What are we going to do now? So, you start thinking like, is there a way we can cover up for this guy? No, let's just get this guy, okay? And they did. Good.
Yeah, but also you've got to think that versatility is king in San Francisco. You know what I mean? If you're a versatile player, you can use him as a receiver. You can use him as a number of things, as others have mentioned before me. So in Shanahan's book, I mean, that's king. And, well, whether there's injuries, you can slot him in here, there. But, what Sheik, to answer Sheik's question, the Iron Sheik, I mean, just think of it from this standpoint, Ronbo. If you put our front office, if you put Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch from a competitive standpoint against every other front office in the league there, they're very hard to beat. Very hard to beat.
Actually.
And just with that in mind, gives you peace of mind that they're gonna sign the right players.
Mm.
And don't forget, everybody is doing the same thing in the league. They're trying to backload contracts and this and that and the other. And the teams that are going to be in the box seat are the ones that wait 2 minutes to midnight when all these boys with the big kahunas go out there and test the market, and then they come back to their old teams and the door gets shut in their face. There's going to be a plethora of good players kicking down other teams' doors there, and whoever's got the cash can sign them, and then they're just going to have to take half the amount they were given from their original team in the first place, because if they don't, they're out of a job. It's as simple as that. And you can't sit out 12 months in the NFL because people will forget about you.
Yeah. And not only that, your skills will erode. There's nothing like you got to keep playing. So,
and people make assumptions when it comes to football. I mean, you look at. I'll give you an example. Skip. The face of the game has changed, Skip. There's no more pocket passing, Skip. Patrick Mahomes has changed the face of the game, Skip. And then Skip walks in with the bloody, what do you call it? With the Tom Brady jersey on.
Oh, yeah.
No more pocket.
Is it day after the game?
And everyone bites. No more pocket passing. What did you say, brother? You can't run the ball? I mean, people saying Shanahan runs the ball. You can't just run the ball, Ronbo. You've got to scheme that shit up.
Yeah.
It doesn't just fall out of the sky.
And so, a lot of people don't understand. They think it's easy. Yeah. Well, at least my Jimmy and those guys look good because Kyle Shanahan's scheme. I said, do you idiots ever play ball before? Do you know how difficult it is to execute a scheme? It's more difficult than your fundamental basic plays. I don't understand why people don't know this. It's comical.
Well, just say that there's a play there that Shanahan ran. I can't remember exactly who the players were. All right, but the front line, Jimmy G's there. Just look, we'll change it around, right? You've got Juszczyk on the left-hand side. You've got Ayuk there, and Deebo Samuel standing next to Jimmy.
Yeah.
All right, Ayuk comes, runs across the line, goes towards where Juszczyk is. All right, and the whole front line go to the left. The opposition team bites.
I love to do that.
Jimmy G hands off the ball to Deebo. Deebo goes off for a 30-yard run. You've got to scheme that shit up.
Always. It has to be timed. It takes a while to get that timing down. If the offensive line has to move at a certain time, that guy that's coming down the back of that line, he's got to be at a certain point at a certain time. Everything has to be in sync. People don't get it. That is not easy stuff. It takes a while. That's why I said, man, don't be changing
That's right.
people.
And if you're running the ball down their throats and you're absolutely flogging them on the scoreboard, why wouldn't you keep doing it? You know your quarterback can throw.
Yeah. He don't need to be tested.
I've said it before.
Yeah.
I've said it before. Have a look jump on YouTube for all those Jimmy G haters and just type in fourth quarter comebacks. And you'll see how many times he's come back and won the game, the fourth quarter.
They don't remember those things. That play, I can just think of two real quick. The ones who, Jeffrey Wilson Jr., last second, boom, right over the top. He can't read a blitz. That was a blitz, nut jobs. He dumped it off perfectly. They played a Dante Pettis to beat the Steelers. Boom, perfectly placed. And you know what? Because Tony, here's the thing. Kyle's not going to throw the ball just to make the fans know that he doesn't like his quarterback or not like his quarterback. He's going to do what's going to be best for the team at that particular play. What's going to be most effective? This is not about, well, my quarterback's a good quarterback. I got to let him throw the ball.
What happened with Tom Brady? And another thing we've got to think about, Ronbo, is combinations. All right, what happened with Tom Brady is a rarity in the NFL. The team let him pick a few players that he needed, right? And one of them was Gronk. Okay, he knows he can win with that guy. He added a few more players around him, and the team said, "Yep, we're going to go with you. If you can get us to the promised land, we'll do it." They done it. He proved them right.
Yeah.
He done it for them and won the Super Bowl against Skip. The face of the game. Skip. Right? Had him running backwards.
You do that really well, Tony. Tony, we got to go. We're having too much fun again. We'll see the ball as we sign Trent Williams. All right?
Everything's going to be all right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
Later.
Shout out to all the truck drivers out there, hardest working people
That's
in
right.
the world.
Yay! The truck good brother, guys. Tony's also driving that big rig. All right, Tony. Have a great day.
All right, brother. Thank you,
bye.
mate. Bye.
And Tony points out that here's the thing. Jimmy G had 2.5. So Tom had 2.3. Tom Brady had a dream team of receivers. Okay, haters, do me a favor. Look at everything before you make that ridiculous call on Jimmy. God. Elvis. And Ellis may be tending to the kids. Is it Ellis?
Ronbo.
Yo. Ellis, come on in, man. We're having fun with the Ellis signing. The Juice signing.
Exactly. I need my money. COD.
They're going to franchise tag you. Wouldn't it be fun to get franchise tagged once? That's all I need, y'all. I'm going to retire next year. But Ellis, I thought Juice was going to be, I really thought we lost him. A lot of people was talking, man, we ain't going to be able to keep Juice, man. Juice ain't even crazy about staying here no more. He's talking about the East Coast. Ellis, I just want to recall this real quick. Remember when Robbie Gould was acting like he wanted to retire in Chicago or somewhere near his family out in the East? And I thought he was serious. Right. So I said, man, would y'all let Robbie go home, please? Stop arguing with him, and let's look for another kicker. Robbie was BSing. Could Juice have been BSing? He signed awfully easily. Maybe, I don't know how easy it was, but he did.
If I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, maybe his wife's family is back east.
Yeah, they are.
Not his. So maybe he was meaning more so with that because he wants to be closer to his wife's family, like if when they decide to start a family and stuff like that. So he was thinking more so maybe in that, if I'm not mistaken. I think verbatim that's what he was saying. Because his wife's family is from back east. So I think that's what the whole back east thing was from, not because he was from there. So I think he kind of weighed out his options and looked at everything from a bigger perspective, and I think he wants to get that ring, and he knows he can get it here. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing feels better than coming back and being with the same guys, not having to go through the whole culture shock and change with new this and new that. You know what I mean? Just he's at home. You know what I mean? This is home. I mean, he may retire. I don't know. You know what I mean? 5 years, that's a long time. If he goes out the full contract, who's to say, if we get a ring or two in the next 5 years, I'm just saying, who's to say Kyle won't get extended some more, and then he'll probably try to keep Juice and keep George until he's old and gray. You know, right?
Wheel chilling. Yeah.
those guys are, but those guys you can't, those guys you don't get every day, man. Those guys are, they're savants, they're unicorns. Divine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he does too many things. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of just looking at that, and I saw something about KB is
kind of being evaluated right now by the Jets. So, hint, hint, Kendrick Bourne will more than likely be a New York Jet next season because that money's looking good out there. And he's doing music and stuff right now. So I think with him doing music and what he's trying to do right now, it's a good market for him.
KB? Wait. KB's doing music?
Yeah, KB does music. He raps. Yeah. He goes by
I gotta go find that.
Polly G. Something Polly or something. Somebody in the chat might know.
His Twitter handle.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. Yeah. So he does a little stuff, and him and Quan Alexander were having a good time.
Oh yeah, because they're bros. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I heard some music he was working on. But yeah, so KB will be out there, man, and I'm really thankful that, Juice is here. Hopefully this means that Kyle's going to utilize him these 5 years because he has been overpaid and underused, so we haven't really been able to squeeze all of the juice out of the Juice man and get all that we can out of him. And because he's such a valuable player, I think, Kyle maybe should try to utilize him a bit more in the offense because he seems to be a sure thing a lot of the time where Kyle depends on him. You know what I mean? If you look at the guys Kyle chooses to target or get the ball to, Juice always comes through, man.
Oh, almost just about every time.
I haven't seen him get denied.
I know.
I mean, maybe it was one time the whole season. I don't know. But very rarely does he get denied when we depend on him. We just got to start incorporating him in the offense more. But so that was a really good sign. I felt good about hearing that. I was concerned a little bit about the Trent thing, but I'm like, oh, well, Trent's going to be way more higher than that on the pay scale. So I guess if we don't sign Trent, then maybe we'll get Hyder and Verrett, and whoever else, because apparently the Colts are a silent killer in trying to snatch Trent Williams. They want everybody we got. We got some admirers over there in Indianapolis. Shout out to Indianapolis for loving our 49ers stock we have here. You know what I mean? They want McGlinchey. Send them to McGlinchey. Tell them give us Sheldon Day a second and a fifth round or sixth round pick, and we can make it happen. There's so many offensive linemen in the draft. I mean, it's rich, Ronbo.
I know. And with that many good ones, this is a good year for offensive linemen. At least 2 or 3 of them have got to be NFL real,
100%. Yes, sir. I agree.
So
what else are you thinking? What else are you thinking as far as, just the whole, I heard Greg Cohn was joking about Joe Staley coming out. They said Joe Staley was making cryptic tweets on Twitter or something like that, and something that had to do with some bricks, and I don't know. So they might be trying to pull him out. If they might be feeling a little bit, like Trent might not be there, they might have already made the call. So
because Joe might have just needed a year to heal up and feel better. It's like that Chicago Bears offensive lineman. He took a year off. Now he feels like he wants to play too. I forgot his name, but yeah, these guys retire and they want to come back.
Exactly. Yeah, so I just I feel like defensively, man, there's so many edge rushers and, just so many, defensive linemen that are just really we'll be able to get in the second, third round. We don't have to worry about, I don't think, doing that at the beginning. I just hope we do really well with whatever happens in this first round. You know what I mean?
I tell you.
I just think we got to focus on whether if we can get Mike. Kyle's not going to get rid of Mike McGlinchey because our run, he does really well, I guess, in the run, and that's where he's dominant at. But you know what I was thinking? Mike McGlinchey is probably not really coordinated. So you know how Ronbo, if you don't got rhythm, you can't really dance. You look goofy dancing. I think he might need to take some dance classes. He might get his hips and learn how to move around a little bit, do some salsa, learn how to move around so he can start dancing. You know what I mean? So he's not getting moved around. Because when I see him, he's got his feet are like inside of his shoulders. Like my man, your legs are supposed to be out there. Like I don't know if you play basketball. I don't know if he's done anything else, but you got to get wide, my guy. You got to move around. You gotta learn how to move these feet, dance a little bit. So.
And he's gonna the coaches. I blame them too. Ellis, we're gonna go, and I'm gonna tell you what.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow's gonna be. We did Juice today. It's Trent tomorrow. I just know it. It's gonna be somebody.
Yeah. So. Let's hope so. So we can get it out of the way and put that, put the things to bed, if it's gonna happen. So yeah, that'll be good for us.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we can try to see so with K1. But thank you, brother Ronbo, as always.
Thank you, Ellis. Appreciate you getting in there as usual, fam. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Shout out to the Niner faithful. Shout out to all of the Niners in the chat. And peace and love.
Hey. Night, fam.
Not
He is, Ellis. Oh, by the way, Alex, while you're trying to, you guys got all kind of excuses for why Jimmy did what. Give me an excuse for why he also did a very good job against the Rams twice. You guys, man, keep trying. I'm ready for you. You know you can counterfeit BS excuses for him winning. Are you serious? Hey, Clarence.
Hey, Ronbo.
Clarence, we're here tonight to celebrate the Juice is now signed. Clarence, is that a good thing?
Oh, of course, that's a good thing.
I know, right? I said one of those questions I just like to ask, just to get you started. You know what I'm saying?
So my thinking was, as far as the signing, it kind of shows that Juice was loyal to Kyle, because basically Kyle gave him his first big shot at being a fullback, even after signing as a free agent the first time.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, he could have possibly got more money from other teams like the Jets, who have all this space, trying to do their own version
of Kyle Shanahan offense.
Kyle's scheme. So he could have probably got more money out of it, but I think, Kyle was loyal to Kyle.
Yeah.
And
they took him out. Remember, early in this, was that a month ago? Yeah, what was that? They went to some vacation area, and I was wondering why they were taking Juice. Juice was already.
Wasn't it?
What?
Was it Cabo?
Yes. Yeah. See, man, since when do you take your fullback to elaborate places like that? There's something going on there. Good. Get him to sign, Kyle. God.
Who was with them?
It was
Kyle, Juice, there was somebody else, wasn't it?
Yeah. I forgot who the third party was, because I don't think it was John. But anyway.
No.
It was one of those kind of vacations. So.
Well, I'm going to have to go look back in my tweets.
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious.
And see who went with them.
Yeah. But it worked. So, so Juice has now decided, and you know how he was talking about he wanted his parents, his wife's folks were out on the East, and if they wanted to have a family, it'd be good to be close to those folks. And I thought he was serious. So, oh, man, Juice is not crazy about staying with the 49ers.
He might have been serious, but like I said, Kyle gave him his first big shot,
And he likes playing with the 49ers. He likes his role. He's having fun.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be a fullback, you want to play for the 49ers, especially if you're good.
Yeah, especially if you're good, because that's why he's the highest paid fullback ever in NFL history.
Mm-hmm. So.
And like I said, if he can just get a couple rings, that'll put Juszczyk in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, that's true. That's true.
He just needs some rings.
Because a fullback doesn't go to the Pro Bowl every year and get unnoticed. Now, if they win a Super Bowl, and contrary to what a lot of people believe, I think that could be threatened next year. Health is the only thing that's stopping the Niners. Forget about giving all that grief to Jimmy. Forget about this. Forget about that. Even the offensive line to a degree. Health. The team's pieces are in place. Stop going down. We need Jimmy to stay on the field. We need George Kittle to play at least 14 games as well. We need Mostert to have another year where he stays out there the entire season. These are all blue-chip players that haven't made a full season yet. Nobody talks about them, but they play a huge role. So I'm saying if we can stay healthy, there's nobody can beat that team. Not with Kyle running it. No way.
Right. That's the thing. Got to stay healthy. Got to do something. Put them in bubble wrap, something. I don't know. Until game day or something like that. But like you said, so think about who would be considered loyal to Kyle, and then determine from there who you think
it might not be K1
gonna sign.
Yeah, I wish K1, but Richard Sherman opened my eyes to, man, K1's from New Jersey, y'all. I didn't know that. So if the 49ers blink, there's Robert Saleh on the phone talking all kind of romance. Kayvon, you know how much I love you. If you come to me, I promise you'll never want for nothing. I will give you more money than you've ever dreamed. But I tell you, Saleh, what are you doing? So I'm thinking, we got to get K1.
I don't think Barrett is going to price himself out of our market. I think they're going to think, like I said, I think Jason cannot have a debt to Kyle per se, but has, should have some
like me.
sort
he
of.
He owes us. I agree.
But yeah.
He does.
He gave you a shot when you were injured.
People say, Ronbo, man, it's business, man. Ain't nobody thinking about that. I know, but when he had no place to go, we gave him one. Didn't give up, didn't cut him. $1 million every year. Come on.
He got injured. He got injured, and we kept him on. We kept him on.
This is why.
After the first injury.
This is why he needs to come back and just whatever deal we give him, just get a multiple year. Jason, come on, man. You know you need to stay with the 49ers.
Well, I know. Like I said, I thought that was great cap gymnastics on Parag's part to basically make it a long-term deal versus a short-term deal, and then put everything on the back end because he'll be 34 at the end of that contract. If he makes it to 34 at the end of that contract, that means that we've been good.
Yes, indeed. Clarence, we gotta go. I'll look for you tomorrow for the Trent Williams celebration.
Oh, right. You better hope so.
I do. I'm praying. Come on, guys, get this out of the way. Stop taking us to this.
That and Alex Mack. That'll be your cheaper center signing.
That'll be the fun day too. God. All right, Clarence, good to hear from you. Let's see
you
tomorrow. You too.
God bless you. Bye.
Thanks, fam. Back at you. And area code is 831. $831, you're the one. 831 is Israel. Israel.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Hey. Israel, man, we're here like relieve, because these days like this, all these days of joy will be upon signing people. It's like I was talking about Robbie Gould last year, had everybody pissed off for like a month. And then when he signed, everybody's, oh, yo, Robbie, man, welcome back home, hey! And now, I didn't even see Juice coming. I thought we had to wait a couple of days, at least. Juice is done. And now, if John wakes up tomorrow morning and says, all right, it's get ready, faithful, stay awake. Trent Williams is looking like a go. And oh, God, John, in these morning tweets, you're making us crazy, John. So, what do you think about this, though? Juice is in. Is that good?
Man, yeah. Oh man, this is a perfect signing there, Ronbo. I mean, we needed Juice in our offense. I mean, because without Juice, I mean, our offense is crippled. I mean, Kyle Shanahan, you need to find another player to do that. But there's no player that could do better than Juice.
I mean, you can make George work a little harder. I don't want to do that. You can make Ross Dwelly do a little bit more. I don't want to do that. I want the dude that does it best. Get him. So, this is delightful.
I mean, if Juice is the guy, he is the guy. I mean, there's no other player out there in free agent is going to do the same thing as Juice.
None.
I mean, I'm just glad that we signed him already because every day when I go to Instagram, I always try to look for if there's any light or spark or good news that Juice is going to come back to the 49ers. And until when I got off at work, I just saw the news, and he just signed for a new deal, and I was really, really happy, Ronbo. I was really, really. I mean, I thought that he was gonna go to. I thought he was gonna not to re-sign us and just go to the East Coast, just like you said a couple of live streams ago and stuff.
Yeah, his family's out
But-
there. He let everybody know that was the case. Wifey and I plan on having kids. We want to be closer to her parents. I'm thinking, oh no.
I mean,
guess-
no, I mean like, but come on, Juice. I mean, we need you in this team, man. I mean, you're also part of the heart and soul of this offense. I mean, Jimmy G also needs you as well. So, but I'm just glad that that re-signed. Same thing with Mosley, because we need Mosley as well. I mean,
Yeah.
but the other signing that I'm really looking forward is hopefully we get Trent. We get Trent Williams back and also Jason Verrett as well, because we need also a corner as well. I don't know about K'Wan Williams, but I would love to have him too.
I know, especially in light of the fact that Robert Sala's working and go be working him tomorrow morning. Robert's gonna get up at 5:00 in the morning, and I don't know which time you're legal, but yeah, him and K'Wan. Listen, I've already got the front office. I've already alerted him as to the players I've chosen that I would most like to see, and you're one of them. So be ready for that call. Alert your agent, and let's get this done.
But yeah, I mean,
I already
Ronbo,
see
I mean,
it. God.
this freaking signing, man. This signing is so great, man. I mean, this kind of reminds me of ever since I saw that news, I was like, I had to pull me a John Witherspoon on me. I was like, man, this signing is so good, it makes me want to slap your mama.
I've not heard that in a long time.
Rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
God.
Love that guy. I love that guy. Rest in peace. But so good to have Juice back. I mean,
Yeah.
I am really pumped up for this free agent that's coming in right now.
Mm.
I mean, it's going to be really interesting, Rumble. It really is going to be interesting for tomorrow.
The whole next week, because a lot of people are just going to put things in motion. It's going to go on for the whole week. Free agency period lasts for 2 days, but as long as you have something on the table, it can go on for a long time. So we're going to see. I hate that.
Yeah. This free agent, hopefully, I'm just like betting. I'm just like crossing my fingers that we can actually get Alex Mack from the free agent, and also draft this guy named Rashawn Slain just to complete that offensive line.
You know what?
I mean-
he's not. If Trent Williams gets signed, Slater's a left tackle. He says he can play guard, and maybe as a professional he may say okay, but he doesn't want to play anything other than left.
Oh yeah, but it'll be nice. But
it would be wonderful, because the dude's a beast.
Yeah.
He's fast too.
Yeah.
So you talk about the run game. Woo-wee. Hey.
Oh man, with Ulster in the back, I mean, oh
Oh.
my gosh, I mean, that offense will be exploding, man. I mean, like I will, and we'll see Jimmy G being like $1 million, just like I saw him the first time he put on that 49ers suit in 2017. I mean, like, he did really good there, Ronbo. I really
man.
missed that Jimmy Garoppolo too.
Hey, and the thing is, he's learned a new style, so he doesn't get to ad lib like he did in 2017, but obviously he has talent, right? But in 2019,
Yeah.
he did, because knowing and understanding the game concepts like I do, I know that Garoppolo's putting aside his own identity and trying to adhere to what Kyle wants, right? Because I think a lot of times he'd probably like to bolt and do something else. But he sticks there and he's disciplined. And what a lot of people that don't understand the game, Jimmy G is doing like what he's told, what his coach is telling him to do, because he knows his coach knows what he's doing, right? So you're going to see an evolving this year, because like I've said, he's now got 2 solid, legitimate, blue chip wide receivers. For the folks that don't know, he's going to get hurt. Yeah, get ready for him to get hurt, okay? Meanwhile, Jimmy's going to be smoking. So I'm looking forward to this season. Oh, so much.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the season too, Ronbo. I mean, I'm really more pumped up after this Juice signing, man. Hopefully we get these players back, because we need them.
We're going to win. I'm telling
really
you.
need
All we got to do is stay healthy. Not only the quarterback, but half the guys that got hurt last year. When you have $80 million sitting on the bench hurt, you're going to lose. Hey, Israel, let me see you tomorrow for the next celebration.
Oh yeah. I really be coming in tomorrow, there, Ronbo.
Be looking for you. All right, fam. Have a
All
good
right,
night.
and as he says, and I'm gone.
I miss MC. I haven't seen him in a while. Have a good night, fam.
You too.
831, you're in Monterey. Monterey, man. Right down the road from where I grew up in Salinas.
Hey, Ronbo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, hey, what is your name?
Hey, cool. How's it going? My name's Ramon. First time
Ramon.
caller.
Come on in, Ramon, man. We're
Yeah.
just here. It's one of those good days, you know.
How's it going?
Doing great. How you doing?
It's about time, you know.
I know.
Doing good, you know what I mean? I've been listening for a long time. Always wanted to call in.
Hey.
Good to hear, finally talk to you in person or over the phone, you know what I mean?
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah. Hey, your name is famous in my household. Yeah, they always know Ronbo.
Really?
Especially when you're on. I got you on the speaker and everyking while I'm doing my work or whatever.
Well, hey, fam.
So it's always cool. People
Say hello to
know you out
everybody.
here. You know what I mean? So
I'm
I'll
flattered.
be quick. I just want to say that you know, big time fan, you know, Niner fan all day. I actually emailed you a while ago. It was when we were on that playoff run to the Super Bowl, and I wanted to send some pictures of my William Hill sports betting, and I actually betted $10 for the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl that year. And the payouts are pretty crazy because no one really thought we were going that far.
I know.
And, so it was just a crazy time, you know. Just ended up just putting $20 total, and it was like almost like if they won the Super Bowl, it'd been like almost $500 payout.
Oh.
$20.
Oh. And
Yeah.
they came
Hey, but
so close just a few minutes ago.
I'm still proud of them. Still so proud of them, man.
No,
From
and
where
you
they-
gotta be.
From
You
where
know.
they came from. Yeah. But
They were-
I'm up here in Sacramento, California. That's my phone area code, Monterey area.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, I did want to call in too because I'm actually moving to Glendale next month.
All right.
Phoenix area. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, gonna do some.
You could get some. You talk about no more cold weather. Although
Yeah,
I
right.
heard, I heard at nighttime, certain times of year, AZ can get really cold. But I mean, you know.
No, yeah. This last weekend I was there and it was about 65 to 70. So it was a little chilly. Yeah, a little chilly there. But all you Niner fans out there in Arizona, let me know what's good out there because I got stickers. My car is actually gold plated or gold colored. You know what I mean? Looks silver at night. We got the Niner plates and everything.
You know, they've got
so
a
it's gonna be
huge
nice.
contingent of 49er fans. Ramon, man, you're going to be surrounded. I've seen their parties of 49er fans at certain places, man. It's a lot of people. So you ain't going to be by yourself.
No, we were apartment looking out there all last week.
Mm-hmm.
And every spot I went to, I had my Niner tank top on and my Niner hat and everything so they know what's up, you know?
There you go.
Got me a little tattoo on my arm, too, so it's possible.
Gotta represent. I love it.
You know what I mean? yeah. So it's just a big time fan. You know, it's Niner fans. They run in my family here, so we're pretty into the whole thing. But yeah, man, I just want to cross and big fan, and hopefully I'll call in next time. I'm usually busy and with work and school and everything when I see you online, but I'll be listening. The whole house will be listening. You know?
Well, thanks, fam. Shout out to the whole house too. Love y'all.
Hell yeah. Well, Niner fans, and let's just get it this year. You know, last year was just a fluke, and remain calm, keep patient, and one way or another we'll make it.
That's right. All we got to do,
Yeah,
everybody's
all
just
right,
got to
Ronbo.
pray for health, and they will dominate.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited about Juice too, man. That's
I know, right?
That's a big piece right there.
We need him. All right, Ramon. I'll tell you what. If you get a chance, in your time tomorrow, I expect another celebration.
Good talking to you. Save my number in there. Save my number in there. I'll be
we
calling
got you,
again
man.
later.
We got you, Ramon.
All right. Talk to you later, Ronbo.
All right. Looking forward. Have a good night. Oh, yeah. I tell you, seriously, I don't want to anticipate the 49ers signing anything. It's hard to relax knowing that John may wake up and have another one of those visions. And he might just, John, don't tweet until you get it done. It's too much to think about all day. That's all I thought about all day. Juice? Really? I didn't look for him to get signed until the last, if anything. Whew. Wow, I thought we had to wait for him to look around. Put an offer on the table, wait for him to come back and say yes or no. Yes! It is! Oh, bam! You know, Monday Night Raw could be lit! Look for you then. Oh, hit the like before you leave. And contributions tonight. Thank you so much, fam. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow. Niners! All day.